because I wasn't home when I got it. I was on my way to go like pick rocks, literally. We found a dude in the middle of fucking nowhere who's giving away boulders. Rocks are fucking expensive. I'm just going to put out my statement, go run this errand, pick up these boulders. I went down and picked up boulders today.
Just right here, end me.
When it comes down to it, would you stand in front of a bullet? When you hear it go bang, bang. When you hear it go bang, bang. When it comes down to it, if I put it in your hand, could you pull it? Could you make it go bang, bang? Could you make it go bang, bang? Could you make it?
Matt, no!
Good afternoon, chat. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope your Saturday went well. I hope your Sunday's going well. A little PSA there for the uninitiated. Don't do it. Take a step back and order a Domino's pizza. It'll calm you right down. Long day of boulder collecting. You're going to need a little bit of energy. You're going to need a tiny little bit of energy to survive that. Now I've got a stream planned. I was actually going to be reading through threads on Reset Era. But other things have come up, and how could I pass up the opportunity to talk about them? The Quarry King himself and other associated skeptical individuals. I would be remiss if I were to pass up the opportunity to throw my 2 cents in on that. But there are a few super chats that are built up. I'll read through those, and then we'll jump right in. Should take a couple minutes, and we'll get into the fun. Let's see what we've got here. From Fash Bandicoot. The Holocaust didn't happen, but it should have. Jack Dorsey apparently is doing super chats now. That's good to know. I know you're that Mr. Anti-Bully guy. You think you can ban evade me, boy. Alex Jones was the demo version of what I'm about to do to you. Jack is out for blood. I also like that now that I've seen what he looks like the, if you ever watch Star Trek when they go to the evil universe, you know, they're doppelgangers, and how every evil version of them just has a really shitty beard and mustache. That's what Jack Dorsey looks like. He looks like he came from the evil universe of Twitter. Like he's the clone that broke through the fucking barrier. He's the Berenstein version of our Berenstein, Jack Dorsey. And he's murdered himself and taken over and made Twitter complete shit. Ink Penification, you good, my nibba? Yes, I am. Mikkel Mansbridge, 23 minutes to chemo. Chemo is now officially here. Mr. Pingus Power. I bought some of your Gym 81 Gym merch. Still working on that coffee cup. Well, that would be surprising to me. I don't sell merch. If you want a Mister Metokur hat, which is just 5 fucking stars, go buy a marker and a black hat. And there, I saved the 20 bucks. Nemesis Raccoon, yo, how's your day going? It's going fine. Also, ever played Armored Core? Yes, I have. Oh, Nexus myself, but curious on your opinion of the game. I like Armored Core, but I'm actually more of a front mission guy. Fucking love front mission. Played the shit out of that back in the day. Fantastic. That's more my speed. Tuba Lizards. Hey, Ralph, Memphis barbecue is shit compared to Famous Dave's. Save money at Menards. Oh, I'm sorry. Save big money at Menards. Gotta get that sponsorship in there. Commissar Warder. Who's the biggest cuck? Zeph or Boulder Boy Matt? Well, we're going to be discussing this. We're going to be discussing how alpha these skeptical individuals are. So we'll get to that question later on. Just a few more here. Tidevo Ocean Infinite. I've seen, I probably butchered your name. I've seen super chats asking you to cover glitched puppets before. Their partner at Eevee has tweeted out a document detailing their experience with Kiwi Farms. Please look at it and consider reaching out to them if you decide to mention either. There probably have been people that have brought it up, but I'm so backed up on shit, I haven't looked into anything regarding them. So I have no opinion one way or the other right now. Daniel Smith, he's not here yet. He just said he'll be late, and we're giving him cash. Are we the biggest dick riders of all time? Press F if we are. Mr. Wiseass, thoughts on the death of Terry Davis? Very sad. When I first heard the news, I thought maybe somebody was just fucking around. I was waiting for confirmation from like an obituary or a police report or something like that. It usually can be delayed a few days because of having to go through regional law enforcement and notifications and all that, but it looks like it's true. It looks pretty much concrete. Wild Goose and a few other people had talked to the police department and got confirmation that the person that got hit by a train was in fact Terry Davis. It really fucking sucks. I think a lot of people really liked him. I liked him. And it's just shitty that he's dead. Detritus, for the inevitable cucked Alaska funeral, press F. And Ragnarok Alfbright, and I butchered your name too, I'm sure. Pinochet did nothing wrong. Commies aren't human. All right, I'll get to the rest of the super chats a little bit. Let's jump in. There's been some shit going on with Matt. Well, there's been a lot of shit going on with Matt. It's hard to not have shit going on with Matt. Now, for all your Mundane Matt needs, don't look to my stream or my video for that. I would recommend Dame Pesos and the Soyless Matt Show. He covers all the new Matt news that you need to hear about. But there have been a lot of tweets going out, a lot of people talking about Mundane Matt, a lot of shit going on with Mundane Matt. So I thought I'd cover it because how could I pass up the opportunity? Someone on Kiwi had made an image, and I've updated it because I'm sure you're all curious, where is Mundane Matt sitting as far as his metrics are concerned? A lot of people when this all began said, who cares if he loses subs? It's the view numbers that matter. Oh, his view numbers are right through the fucking floor. But the sub numbers are still going. Even after the bot buy of like 3,000 subs, whether that was him or not, doesn't really matter. He's already dropped back down. So here are his current numbers. This was about an hour before the stream started. I updated the number a little on the back there. 147,994. He has fallen off. Excuse me. He has fallen off a fucking cliff. You can see he's very excited. All the little Mats are lined up to boulder hunt with one another. But I don't even know how am I going to get into this? How do I want to broach the subject? Because people have been digging. I mean, people started digging after the flagging went on. People started digging just after the shit show in general. They found a lot of old accounts. His Odin account, where he referred to himself as a Norse god, and talked about how alpha he was. They found multiple gaming accounts. They found hundreds of YouTube accounts. Just every attempt by him to be popular, to really make it, to do something. But Matt, I guess it's always right in front of you. You need to look just directly in front of you because people started looking at his Twitter account, going through some of his old tweets to kind of see how mundane Matt is. Let's put it that way. Let me switch my background here. There we go. So let's just take a look at some of the tweets people have found. I'm sure they're all very harmless. I'm sure there's nothing here to be found. From January of 2013, do you guys know how hard it is not to masturbate to My Little Pony? Well, that's different. How hard it is not to masturbate to My Little Pony. Well, I can tell you I've never had the urge, Matt. Never had the urge to jack off to MLP. Now, in case you're thinking that's a one-off or how that might interrelate to other things that he said, I want you to pair it with this one and just take them both in context. I spend too much time on the internet when seeing a woman spit out horse cum doesn't faze me anymore. Time for bed. And that predates him talking about jacking off to MLP. So, Mundane Matt is watching horses ejaculate into women's mouths. And then, about 4 months later, he can't stop masturbating to My Little Pony. Looking at bestiality porn Suddenly can't stop jacking off to Sparkle Bright. I don't know the fucking name of your donkeys, but he seems to be quite the fan. He seems to be a bit of a clopper, I think is the term I'm looking for. But, he's a guy that likes to talk about ejaculation quite a lot, in fact. Have you ever accidentally tasted your own cum? Be honest. He wants an honest answer. How many times have you, ate your own load? I cum buckets. True story. So we have a man that's interested in what his semen tastes like and ejaculates quite frequently. I wonder what the trifecta is going to be. What's the third follow-up to this story going to be like? I've tasted my own cum once, and I'm okay with that. So, I want you to, in your mind, picture an obese, sweaty man curled up on his bed. He's trying to crane his head down just as much as he can. In the background, you can hear the soft noises of horses galloping. On the wall are MLP posters. And there he is, sat on his bed, furiously going at it, aiming directly into his mouth. And he comes buckets. And he's okay with that. Because, why wouldn't he be? Just, look at the background picture. It probably is, his face probably looks something like that. That's probably the image that should be in your mind. That's exactly the face that he's making as he is furiously working he's extracting his own soy. He's a soy farmer, and he's going right to the source. It's like tapping a tree to get maple syrup. Except in this case, the maple syrup is horrific, and the tree is about 580 pounds and very sweaty. But it still doesn't end there. I mean, yeah, him masturbating to horses and eating his own semen, that's funny. But can we talk about, buying little girl underwear? Have you ever sold your sister's underwear to your friends? Be honest. That feels like one of those tweets you'd throw out there. It's almost like, okay, probably a lot of you aren't going to get this, you fucking Zoomers, because you have porn at your fingertips. You've never had to go into a dirty bookstore. But what this feels like is him walking into a porn shop, and he really wants to get, I don't know, Anal Sluts 87, but he's too fucking embarrassed about it. So he tries to start up a casual conversation about it, and just kind of work his way in there without being direct and saying, I really want to get Anal Sluts 87. That's what this feels like. Hey, anybody out there, you selling your little sister's underwear? I might be interested. Now, why would I say little sister? How do we know it's a little sister? Maybe it's an adult sister, Jim. Stop judging people. You don't fucking know. The legal age of consent to have sex in Argentina is 12. And his response to that from Uberfax is tempting, but I'm still not going to Argentina, lol. The legal age to fuck somebody in Argentina is 12. Tempting. It's very tempting. But I'm not going to go to Argentina. By the way, Uberfax, you ever sold your little sister's underwear? I mean, I'm not booking a flight out there, but I'm just curious, have you ever sold your little sister's underwear? Apparently, too, there are a lot of tweets like this. What are your thoughts on sex with a 16-year-old? Should it be legal or not? I think the legal age of consent in Russia is 14, so just go there. It pisses me off when girls do this, especially 13-year-old cheerleaders. Makes me the creepy old guy. Oh, Matt, what the fuck? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Mister Mundane, didn't he defend? Was it Gunn? Who was the fucking guy recently that had all the tweets come out and he was like, oh, people are overreacting? Do you think maybe he was defending him because he was like, oh shit, if anybody finds the tweets about me jacking off to horses and wanting to buy underwear from people's sisters and looking around to find out what age of consent each fucking country has, maybe that's going to look bad for me. Even more interesting, let me see if I can pull this up. Let me just pull this up. Tell me if you notice this. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just being silly. But there seems to be something going on with Mr. Mundane's Twitter account. It's almost like he's gone into lockdown mode and is furiously deleting tweets. I don't know why you do that. What could possibly be embarrassing about the things that he says online? And just pull this up. Okay, is that up? Yep. All right. Do this from my suspended Twitter account. Let me see if I can make sure I'm doing the correct capture here. Yeah, there we go. All right. 83,000 tweets, but look, if you scroll down, it stops right there. He even retweeted two of mine. Look at that from fucking 6 months ago. So 6-month-old, 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 all these 6-month, and then we got something from like last week. That's a little weird. It's a little weird. It's almost like somebody's going into damage control. I don't know why they'd be doing that. I mean, he just likes to cum buckets into his own mouth. I don't see what's so disturbing about that. Stop fucking judging, chat. Stop judging this man. Okay? You're making him sad. You're making him fucking upset.
I don't know. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I did this.
The absolute state of the skeptic community. I don't know what it is with these guys, but it's like once every 4 months one of them fucking implodes. I mean, first it was Kraut and T, and now it's Mundane Matt. And it makes you really wonder who's going to be next on the list. Who's going to be joining the Fisherman and the Quarry King as far as fucking imploding. But, back to these tweets about 12-year-olds and age of consent everywhere. I've got a video I'd like to play for you. And we'll go over this. If you watch, again, Dame Pesos, great show. Throwing out a little plug there for the Soyless Matt show. But if you watch it, this clip got brought up, and I'm going to share it with you as well. We will jump in that in a second. Read a few super chats so I don't get too far behind. And then we're going to watch a Mundane Matt video. We're going to watch an old Mundane Matt video. Let's take a look. Let's see how chat is dealing with horse porn. Let's see what their fucking thoughts on goddamn horse porn is. Oh, Matt, you just never cease to fucking amaze, do you? Cole Marshall, God loves elephants, and so do I. Rip Terry Davis, Sword and Scales, 10. Not sure if that's a secret code, but thank you nonetheless. Osir, evening, Jim. Evening to you. True American Hero, did you hear Ricada Law got disbarred? No, I did not. If anybody's got a link to that, I can't imagine why he would have gotten disbarred. The Bone Sauce, have you heard anything about Ross, Jim? No, I have not. Sloop Litzman, play Baked Alaska's video. Also, Amato Paradise on Plexstorm, or you will suffer a gelking accident resulting in your being consumed by your foreskin. Sounds uncomfortable. I'll be honest with you like that. John Smith, all hail our Lord and Savior Jimothy Jiminson. Huey Long, press B for the boulders kidnapped by Matt. Ocean Redux, Repkudu Matron, I'm butchering it, but thank you for the money nonetheless. Blood Toker, 1488, HTRTU. Have you heard the tragedy of Matt the Mundane? It's a story of a Jedi I wouldn't tell you because he'd get bored to death. Well, I think the story got more interesting. I'm just going to put that out there. Anytime you bring in to the story eating cum and horse masturbation, the story suddenly gets more interesting. Zillion, Jim and AIU, have you ever been in the same stream at the same time? No, I've not. Coffin Joe, hey Jim, you're the best. Stephen Irving, thank you. Daniel Smith, I need to hear about the cucking of Bunty King, please, Papa. I will play some of the Bunty King stuff. Ralph's covered it, but we'll take a look. Clinging Mars, Mirror Universe Jim, Ultra Requiem, I'm gay. Well, thank you for sharing with chat. Dr. Scientist, we was Siri. Oh, that's right. Netflix got their hand on The Witcher, and they're going to diversify the shit out of that. I suspect by the time that show reaches television, Siri will be a 482-pound black woman. And I don't even know, it's going to focus on that. So, God. Oh, Netflix is awful, by the way. Zontar, any good anime recommendations? Not off the top of my head. Not watched anything recently, couldn't tell you. King Tima B, pour one out for Terry A. Davis. Super Saiyan Gotex, big fan, love your videos, keep up the good work, you sexy boy, thank you. Hakajo, stuck at school working on a project tonight, thank you for making my evening slightly more bearable. I'm hoping you're not watching this in the computer lab, because all the talk about horse cock and semen drinking, probably not going to go over well in the computer lab. Finger chickens. Terry Davis can't Terry save us when he's with Terry Jesus because Boogie2899 is going to do a suicide stream on 9/11. Shadow of Colossus 103 is Reset Era, the inverse of Incel.me. You get banned from Reset Era for red pilling. You get banned from Incel.me for blue pilling. I don't know. I haven't checked that site out yet. Read a few more here. Jack Orloff, the Quartering is a Magic the Gathering themed Monday match show. I from what I understand, the Quartering's been pretty consistent in taking his shots at Matt. He's one of the only ones from that particular sphere that has. Haika Daishi, have you seen the pedo tweets from the Quarry King? We just covered that. War Dog Leader, Dolphins versus Titans game is finally over, lol. Shouldering in the weeb. Do you play War Thunder? Not anymore. JToki12, I remember a few months ago on one of your streams I said Mundane Matt was abusing the YouTube system. Feels good to be right. Well, you were dead on if you said that. Caps Lock 3, can you tell us why you have one grayed out star? Yeah, it's kind of like the IGN thing, where they're like 42 out of 10, it's okay. It's same kind of thing. It's just it's a bit of Haberman lore. Because he was the one that was always demanding people do 24-hour ops for him. And talking about how the site was 4 out of 5, pretty okay. Digger John, I want Mister Metokur action figures. Probably never going to happen. Ranson, where's my Metokur clock? Rip Prevost. And I'll read one more here, and then we'll get to the Mundane Matt video. Amazing 1985. Press 1 if you want Jim to discuss Matt's archived tweets, like selling his sister's underwear, etc. on the stream. Well, you got your wish, Amazing 1985. We are talking about that. And I'm going to bring up the Matt video now. And we've got other subjects to discuss too, aside from Matt, but let's take a look at this video. I'm pretty sure I bookmarked it. If not, I can find it. Here we go. We're going to watch this fucker in its entirety. Well, maybe not.
Hey, all you guys out there. So this video...
Okay. Now, I think I can screen share this with you. It's probably not really necessary. But I'm going to do it anyway, just so you got something to look at. This is back when he was just doing a solid fucking image. So it's not like it really matters, but where are we here? Window capture. There we go. This is Mundane Matt's story. This is from April 21st, 2013. Okay. Just to give you, again, talk about some things we were looking at here. Talking about age of consent in 2012. Talking about buying Little Sister's underwear in 2012. Talking about semen eating in 2012. So, was he talking about horse masturbation at the time? Talking about horse masturbation in 2012. Okay. So, we've got all this going on. We've got age of consent conversations, horses getting jacked off, My Little Pony masturbation, semen tasting. It's all there. And it's all in 2012. So let's hear his story about why I was kicked out of church at the age of 15. I'm sure it's a traumatic event. I'm sure it's completely real and not at all been altered because it's even more embarrassing. Let's see.
Hey, all you guys out there. So this video is about how I was kicked out of church at the age of 15 for not having sex with a 13-year-old. I mentioned this yesterday in a video.
Let's just take a minute to really savor the flavor of that fucking statement. He was kicked out of... Okay. Okay. He was kicked out of church because he wouldn't fuck a younger girl. So he's saying at the age of 15, he was thrown out of church because he wouldn't fuck a 13-year-old. Now, I may not be the most deeply religious person on earth. I mean, I'm sure people like Nick Fuentes is much more dedicated in his Catholicism than I ever was in my being Protestant. And I'm sure there are a lot of you out there that are even more deeply than Nick. But I really don't seem to remember many church doctrines relating to you better fuck these young girls in our church or we're going to throw you out the door. Maybe I misheard him. Maybe we're mishearing this conversation. Let's just back that up a second, see if we accidentally misheard this.
Kicked out of church at the age of 15 for not having sex with a 13-year-old. I mentioned this yesterday in a video response to Repzian. He actually was like, what? I want to know more. As well as other people are like, what the fuck?
That would be Mr. Repzion, the guy that likes to sell his socks and underwear to people online because nobody watches his videos anymore. It's weird, right? It's like it's a callback. You know, it's a little bit of foreshadowing. Okay, here's Mundane Matt talking to Repsion, who's gone downhill and now sells his dirty undergarments to people for nickels, so he doesn't have to live on the streets. And now Mundane Matt is talking about his conversation with Repsion, as Mundane Matt is probably going to be living in a gutter soon, as his metrics go down through the floor.
Funny story. Let me take you back to the mid 90s, mid to late 90s, 1997 to be exact. I was 15 years old, living in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, going to church at a Calvary Chapel, which is why the background image on this video is of Calvary Chapel. I was there with my friends. They got me involved in the church. I was going 4 nights a week. I was having a ball, loving it, very much into God, into the whole idea of salvation, redemption.
Now, I like the fact that he named the church. So this can be confirmed. If anybody wants to take the fucking time to do it, all they've got to do is call Calvary Chapel and say, hey, one of your former parishioners told me I can't be a member of your church unless I fuck little girls. Is that an accurate statement? Is that an accurate statement? Do I have to fuck children in your congregation to be able to worship here? Because that's what this internet video told me.
Finding my savior, yada, yada, yada. And anyway, so my buddy and I, we're at that age, we're kind of competing over girls and everything. And there was a girl there. Her name was Sonia. Sonia was 13, we were 15. She was on the cusp of being 14, so it wasn't like a huge, disgusting age difference, but that's not the point. The point is, both of us kind of dug her. She was very, I want to say, this was 16 years ago, so I'm trying to exactly remember how she was, but she was very open about certain aspects of her life, and she was coming into her own sexuality, and as a result was interested in experimentation and things like that. Well, all that.
I don't know how to put this. She was very open about her sexuality and coming into it. I'm not even saying Matt is doing anything weird or underhanded, but God, it looks bad, doesn't it? When you put the tweets together with the videos, it doesn't look very good, Matt. I was thrown out of church because I wasn't plugging a 13-year-old. It's a story I think we've all can relate to.
Bullshit aside, she worked in the nursery or the daycare of the church. Now keep in mind that this church was like basically.
Matt, is that why you were interested in her? She was the gatekeeper to the younger ones.
Basically in like a children's daycare center that on this weekends it became a church, and on weeknights became a church. And so she was working there. So she very much wanted to have a child, right? She's getting her hormones in. She's feeling, I'm pretty sure she just got her period, all that kind of shit. So she comes to me one night and she was like, Mundane Matt, I want to have a baby and I want you to be the father. And I'm going like, what?
Mundane Matt, I want you to blow your boulders right up my cooch. Mundane Matt, I want you to mine my quarry. I want you to dig right in there in the dirt, Matt. And I want you to find some deep deposits within me. I need your baby, Mundane Matt. I've watched your YouTube videos, Odin, and it gets me fucking horny. Put your baby in me, Matt.
No, you don't. I mean, you could suck my dick. No, okay, I didn't say that. But no, I was like shocked. I was very shocked. I had no idea about any of this. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be a dad. I mean, here it is 16 years later. I'm still saying the same thing to my current girlfriend. I didn't want to be a dad. And I told her, I'm like, look, I don't want to be a dad. You don't want a kid. You're 13, you're almost 14. You don't want to have a kid. You maybe want an infant to carry around and play with, but you don't want like a 2-year-old. You don't want a toddler. You don't want a little kid. You don't want a teenager. You don't want an adult. You just want a baby, right? Because she's at that age. I'm like, just go work more in the nursery. You're cool.
Because you're at that age, I don't know if that's the age, Matt. I don't know if these young girls that are just starting their period, as you seem to have that information readily available, I don't know if they're suddenly, instantly, desperately wanting a YouTuber's baby inside of them. I also I like how he puts his fucking username in there into the story like it was casually dropped. Like she's like, God, I'm so fucking horny for you, Mundane Matt of the Mundane Matt Show. Put your babies inside me. That's a conversation I'm sure everybody has.
And she took like serious offense to this. Now, here's how all of this plays out to the church. Because her family used to be Jehovah's Witnesses, and the pastor of the church personally recruited them or converted them or indoctrinated them into the Calvary Chapel faith. He found them, met with them, conversed with them, and brought them into the fold. They were like his pet project. And as a result of that, they had the ear of him because he was very intent on making them.
Can somebody that can draw, for the love of God, can you make a picture of this for me? I would be in your debt forever if you could. I want you to draw some dude that looks like Moses, just standing with his arms outstretched, and he's got a staff in one fucking hand. And on the ground is like some little girl, and she's praying. You've got the sunlight coming down on her. It's all very angelic. And there stands Mundane Matt in the foreground, hands on his hip, with a shirt that just says Soy Boy, and a big bag of boulders next to him. And the guy that looks like Moses, the Jehovah's Witness super priest, or whatever the fuck he's trying to say it is like, put a baby in her, Matt. Give us our new Messiah, our mundane Messiah.
Accepted in the church, and they were a weird fucking family. But then again, you have to be a weird fucking family in order to be part of the Jehovah's Witness faith. I mean, come on, you don't celebrate birthdays, Christmas, holidays, anything? It's just like a really kind of droll existence. You know, it's like being on Twitter without ever swearing. Fuck that shit. But anyway, point remains. Sonia took offense. And this is when I first learned that women can be evil. Because she started twisting so many things against me. I was going...
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I like how he tries that men going their own way tactic. Like, that's how he's trying to appeal to that group. Like, dude, girls are icky, right, my guys? Let me tell you the twisted shit this bitch said. So let's hear the real story, Matt.
Going in there, you know, helping out, volunteering, really into the church. And all of a sudden, I'm hearing rumors from people saying that I attacked her. Not like, you know, like physically beat her up or nothing, but like there was a little strip mall next to the church, and a lot of us would go out there and hang out and smoke cigarettes afterward. And she would be over there, and she told me one time, she told someone that I had gone back there with her after Sunday school, and I'd put a knife to her throat, and I told...
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, we're backing the fuck up on this one. Let's back a little bit up. We can call this church. We can call this fucking chapel. We can find this girl and hear this story. Okay, I need to make sure I heard that right.
That I attacked her. Not like, you know, like physically beat her up or nothing, but like there was a little strip mall next to the church, and a lot of us would go out there and hang out and smoke cigarettes afterward. And she would be over there, and she told me one time, she told someone that I had gone back there with her after Sunday school, and I'd put a knife to her throat, and I told her that if she didn't kiss me, I was going to slice her throat. And that never happened. I never did that, right? But that did happen to her. She told me that story like a while back. She told me that there was a guy that she had known from her neighborhood who wanted her to...
Has Nick the Knife been dethroned? Has the Quarry King taken Nick Fuentes' title away from him? I mean, Nick likes to show the blade off when he's getting into a heated debate, but I don't know if he's going around Sunday schools, pulling out teenage girls and holding them against the wall and saying, bitch, if you don't give me a kiss right now, I'm gonna fucking end you. What the fuck is this story?
You know, make out with him, and so he put a knife to her throat and like forced her to do it. So she used that story against me, and that like started getting really kind of weird. And then she was telling people that I was going around and harassing her brothers, her younger brothers, by like throwing chairs at them and like hitting them with things and trying to beat them up and trying to hurt them. And of course she said this when like no one else was around, so I had no way of backing it up. And her little brothers, because they wanted to help her sister, were claiming that I did that stuff as well.
So it's not just the girl that said that Mundane Matt held her at knife point and demanded smooches. Her fucking little brothers are saying, yeah, that crazy son of a bitch, Mundane Matt from the Mundane Matt Show on YouTube, tried to, I guess, gang rape our sister behind a fucking church. And then when we told him that's a bad idea, he started throwing chairs at our fucking head like it was a wrestling show. I wonder how many rocks he hucked at them.
And then the kicker was like her dad went to the pastor and was like, well, now Mundane Matt is calling my house at 2 o'clock in the morning and cussing me out. Okay, that did happen.
Okay, you know, what the fuck? All right, so I didn't attack her with a knife, and I didn't assault her little brothers, but I was calling her house at 2 in the morning. That did happen. Sounding a little stalkerish, Matt. Let's you know, maybe I'm jumping ahead a little bit too much, and we'll get to the. I see some super chats piling up. We'll read them at the end of this. We've got a few more minutes to go, but let's hear where this goes.
I did not do it. And the story with that was, my friend and I were hanging out with some other friends. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. We were drinking, and we were like, I wonder what Son is up to right now. Yeah, he should call her and maybe, like, what's up? So my buddy picks up the phone and he dials her house. It's like, 2 o'clock in the morning, and the dad answers, and he's just like, yeah, hello, and he's like, Sonia there? And the dad's like, she's asleep. Hangs the phone and shit, right? Whatever. So then the other friend we were there picks up the phone, hits redial. Dad answers it, and he just goes, fuck you, you motherfucker, piece of shit asshole. Click, hangs up the phone. That's it. Stupid 15-year-old shit. No big deal.
No big deal. Hey, dude, I know your daughter's telling you these crazy stories that I'm holding her at knife point, and your little sons are telling you that I've attacked them with chairs. But just relax. I mean, sure, I'm calling your house at 2 in the morning drunk and screaming fuck you at you. Or, I'm sorry, friends are doing that, quote unquote, at 2 in the morning. And, just average, everyday teenage stuff. I mean, I think we've all been there, right? We've all been teenagers, right, guys? Holding chicks at knife point, beating up their little brothers, calling their fucking house at 2 in the morning, drunkenly, upset, and screaming fuck you at them. Just average, everyday things. Have we stumbled into a mundane version of Me Too? Is that what we are? Is this hashtag mundane Me Too?
No big fucking deal. But I was there, I didn't participate, but I was blamed for all of that. So here it is. They're saying, like,
Wait a minute. Wait, no, back that up, Matt. I'm sorry to keep interrupting, right? I want to hear this glorious story to its conclusion. But what do you mean you got blamed for it, but you didn't have any hand in that? You just started the story by saying you called. Your friend did it the second time. You said your friend redialed, but you said you called. But now, 5 seconds later in your own fucking story, you didn't have a hand in it. You're completely innocent. You're a good boy. Didn't do nothing. Just need money for them church programs. Or for a new knife to hold up the parishioners' daughters.
Almost sexual assault, threats of physical violence, attacks on people, nothing of which had any witnesses outside of her, but because they were so close to the pastor, and the pastor knew me. Like I said, I'd gone to that church for 2 years. I was there all the time. I was really digging it. And I didn't, basically at that point, he was like, we need you to not come back. Because
Okay. He was thrown out of a church. He was thrown out of a church not because he refused to have sex with a 13-year-old. He was thrown out of a church by the fucking pastor. By the pastor of the church. And he'd been a member there for 2 years because the pastor of the church started hearing stories about him holding up little girls at knife point, attacking fucking little boys, and drunkenly calling people's houses at 2 in the morning. The pastor of the church threw your ass out of that church, Matt, because he was afraid you were going to Allah Akbar in the middle of a Sunday sermon. That's why you got thrown out of the fucking church, champ.
Because you were a disruption, you were a distraction, and you were causing too many problems. And I just looked at him like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? And at that point in time, I was 15, and I was just trying to figure it all out and shit. And I'm not a bad person. I may talk like a lot of crap, but I'm not a bad person. I would never do anything like that to anyone, ever.
Yeah, he was just totally in a bad headspace, okay? A lot of stress going on. Even though this was 16 years ago, according to him. There was this guy called Dementoed Pesos, and he had a local cable show, and all it did was pick on Matt, and Matt just couldn't handle it. And he couldn't flag it because it was just the local cable channel. So, they gave him a bad headspace, really fucked him up, so he started holding people up at knife point. You know how it is.
And yet, here I am being accused, and I have absolutely no way of backing my claim, no way of proving my innocence. And the entire congregation was looking at me like I'm some sexual deviant or degenerate. And that's just not who I am.
This motherfucker is telling a story where the entire congregation of a church and the fucking pastor ask him to leave. That is pretty phenomenal, Matt. That's pretty fucking extraordinary to have an entire church know about what you've done to the point that they're asking you to fuck off. That the entire Calvary Chapel and the fucking pastor have asked you to leave.
So I said, okay, this is how you want to play. If this is what God wants for me, then I'm done. I'm gone. And I left, and 16 years later, I've never gone back to church. Anyone who tries to talk to me into going to one of their congregations, I basically tell them to go suck a gigantic, fat, hanging, AIDS-infested cock, swallow the load, and smile. It's deeply offended me as a person, because this is when you find out. This is why I've been one of the reasons why I will support the underdog more often than not. If something is there, I will back them, because there's always another side of the story. Because people like to make shit up, and they like to believe what they want to believe, and they like to push whatever efforts they can to back their own claims of being righteous. And in this case, Sonia was mad at me because I didn't want to fucking fill her belly with my seed, and
I'm going to back that up. I just want to hear him actually say that with a straight face one more time.
And to back their own claims of being righteous. And in this case, Sonia was mad at me because I didn't want to fucking fill her belly with my seed, and she basically got me kicked out of a community that I had spent 2 years heavily involved with, that were friends and people that were very close to me, and people that I have not spoken to since, because I was basically ostracized for taking the high road and not being a sexual degenerate. Never mind the fact that I didn't want kids.
Yeah, Matt was taking the high road, guys. He's not a sexual degenerate. I don't know where you're getting this idea that Mundane Matt is a sexual degenerate. Okay, he's taking the high road. Why would you think Mundane Matt is a fucking deviant? What would possibly convince you that Mundane Matt is a sexual degenerate? He's taking the high road. Don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Perfectly well-adjusted person. Fucking hell.
So now you know. And according to G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle. So yeah. Welcome to my life. It's been fun.
Holy fucking shit. I'll be honest with you. I heard the video existed, and people were telling me like, oh, hey, it's a weird story. It's a bullshit story about I wouldn't fuck a 13-year-old. A little bit more to that. Tiny bit more to that than what I'd been told. I'll be honest. So to recap, the bits of the story we heard, Mundane Matt was thrown out of a church as a teenager by the entire congregation and the pastoral staff because a girl accused him of basically trying to rape her at knife point behind an abandoned building. And then when she got away, he assaulted her brothers with chairs. This is her claim. And finally, I guess in a fit of drunken rage, started calling her house at like 2 and 3 in the morning repeatedly. There's a little argument even between himself about that. And so, he fights for the underdog, guys. Okay, this is a freedom fighter. The Boulder King, Boulder Boy, the Quarry King, is a fucking freedom fighter. Now, I see we have a lot of backed up super chats. I'm going to read through some of these. And while I'm doing that, for the love of God, if you have more videos like this, or if you have some more hot takes on his Twitter account that are archived, I can still see my suspended account. So just tweet them at Mister Metokur, and we'll show them on the stream before we move on to the next subject. But, wow. Oh, Matt, what are you doing? Okay. All right, let me just check something, pull up these super chats, and we'll start talking. We'll see what the chat has to say. All right, we left off with Amazing 1985. I hope you got your wish. It was $5 well spent. You wanted to talk about Matt. We're fucking talking about Matt. VGE DRR. CRP is no longer impressed. Big guy. Well, I will try to live with the shame of that. Jack Orlov. Always say my name slowly, you little YouTube shill. Jack Orlov. HTRTU. Apparently Baked Alaska rose from his grave. Really? Did he get bored being a dog walker in California and is going to try again? I wonder what his new gimmick is. We'll have to take a look later. Definitely Lex, where's the video, Jim? The video went up 3 days ago. Bullet 25, Jim, I know you probably weren't going to talk about this, but Australia is playing to add a front door to all hardware and software so they can spy on everybody. And there's a Google link. I cannot confirm whether this is a safe Google link, so I guess, look the information up and we'll take a look on stream. Trolita, Hitler did nothing wrong. Super Hans, do you do Jade in her Asian pooper? Well, she is the one that drew the Brap picture. I can neither confirm nor deny. Crone Dome, now selling acorns and boulders, just DM me. Quartering the market, are you? James Beckett, your work inspired me to write a whole master's degree dissertation on the alt-right. The alt-light. Thanks for inspiring me to waste 6 months of my life. Well, dissertations are always fun. And that's master's degree, wait till you get to the PhD level. You're going to want to fucking shoot yourself. Space Shank, Maddox is a cuck. Iron Wolf Spear, so I'm a little bit late, but what's the occasion? I'm a little bit late. What the occasion? I came back from a short vacation where I fuck a sexy Canuck. Crazy story, would love to tell you, take my money. Sweet Forward, how filled are Matt's pants right now that he's under the 150K mark? We're playing a little bit of catch up here. I'm sure once we get to the super chats regarding this magnificent video, we're going to have some interesting conversations. John Smith dropped like a boulder. Party CV. Alex Jones died for our sins, may be forgiven, and Terry A. Davis died so that we may live. Who will be next and complete the Holy Trinity? Hopefully nobody. But I have seen that, I think Gab AI, I think they tweeted today or yesterday, that their app was pulled off the Google Store. I know Alex has been basically quarantined on the internet. I think everybody's aware of that at this point. He's been removed from all social media platforms. He's been removed from video sharing services. He's having his domain threatened. And they pulled his app from the Apple Store. And Gab is in a similar situation. Microsoft Azure, or whatever the fuck it's called, threatened them. Said if you don't start removing certain posts, we're going to shut down your entire website. And now on the heels of that, Google is not threatening. They've taken away their app. Again, this goes back to Andrew Anglin. I knew when that happened to him that this shit was in the works for other people. And it will slowly start to eke its way left. They're going to start with people they claim are the most extreme of the extreme on the right, websites and personalities, and they're going to slowly eke their way to the left. They're going to, go from, white nationalists and ethno-nationalists and just civic nationalists, the alt-right, the alt-light, your basic conservatives, and just work their way too. Don't worry, centrists, your day is coming. We're all going to be fucked. Joshua Allen, Burt Reynolds is now Burnt Reynolds. Mario Carter 13, in the ninth circle of hell, Matt sees a creature, he runs but trips on a boulder. It speaks, hey there kids, it's me, Pulley the Polar Bear. Pablo Mendoza, K17DBV. How much longer are we talking about this? We're going to be talking about Matt for a while, Pablo. Random asshole, Sweden just had its election and it was rigged as can be. Your thoughts, Jim? Is there any hope for our horrible fucking country? No, you're fucked. Move to Norway or Finland. Best of luck. Charles the Hammer, thank you very much. Subhuman Matt used all his accounts to downvote this stream. Space Shank, Jews did 9/11 for $9.11. Mikhail Manbridge, in before Matt strikes the stream. Helicopters are us. Please take on the fake merc Jason Blaha. That name keeps getting brought up. I will look into it. HTRTU. Now wait a minute, Matt. Matt, no. Charles the Hammer, thank you. From VGETRR, it's a website, and from what I understand, a real website, set up by Dame Pesos, which is Mundane Matt is a fatfaggot.com. For all your Mundane Matt news, apparently there is now a website catering to it. And as VGEDRR points out in the super chat, it's Mundane Matt is a fatfaggot.com. Sweet Forward, wait a minute, Matt. Matt, no. Griff Gambino, Terry A. Davis didn't die in vain. He died by a train. Greg Schwartz, how did Matt avoid becoming a school shooter? Well, we don't know. I can't confirm or deny what Matt's activities might have been when he was a teenager, as we've fucking seen from a video. Kate Areno, play the song There is no chicken like horse chicken? It suits the story. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Mikhail Mansbridge, in before Matt's going to strike the stream. Amazing 1985, press 1 to buy Matt's sister's underwear. David R. Jordan Peterson, the shit out of this room this afternoon, but it still smells like self-hatred. What am I doing wrong? Oh God, is it me? Can't pronounce this one. Something. Organized chaos. Soylent cum. Daniel Smith. Matt goes to adult bookstores just to lick the floor of the private viewing rooms. Just to flavor. Yum. Main machine. Horses are sexy gem. Just admit it and save yourself the trouble. Gabriel D. Thank you. HCRTU. Legal age of consent in Russia is actually 16. So apparently Matt is completely wrong. Where was that fucking thing? Let me find it. It was a collage picture. What was he saying the age of consent was? Argentina 16. Okay, I think the legal age of consent in Russia is 14, so just go there. Apparently a Russian is saying Matt is a fucking idiot, and that is not the case. Smugleaf the Sniffy. Hey, Matt, hope you had a license for this shit and show and the acorns. Also, Matt would get on with Ross and Mr. Yee. Extort 1220. Matt, or no, Matt, no. Kodiak. Pedantic Fat. Technician, Tech9nician 123. Matt just wants to fit in with the Hollywood pedos. Goaty McPimp, the best part of this is Matt is too cowardly to talk to you and give you an explanation for the tweets. We will read some more super chats in a bit. I don't know what to tell you, chat. Let me pull the regular chat here. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Chat, can you give me some insight into what the fuck is going on with Mundane Matt? I mean, the tweets by themselves, you could hand wave them away and say they're a joke and he's fucking around. But then you watch that video and you learn some key details. Some key details about Mundane Matt's past. About being thrown out by an entire fucking congregation for allegedly threatening children with a knife and attempting to sexually assault them. That's a bit of a heavy fucking story. And he's got like 1,000, he's got so many videos up. How many, let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at how many fucking videos Mundane Matt has up. Because I think maybe it's time a little bit of effort was put into seeing exactly what the fuck Mundane Matt talks about. Okay. I should be able to see this on his Social Blade. It should just have the number listed. Mundane Matt has 4,687 uploads. That was just one of them. The polar bears were 4 of them. So, how many more are out there? Right? He's mundane, so he can just... Nobody's ever going to dig through it. That's, I guess, the thought. But if you were to sort his videos from the oldest to the newest and just start watching them, how much more crazy shit does this guy have out there? Really makes you think, doesn't it? You know what? Let me throw this out. Chat, would you let Mundane Matt babysit your children? Press 1 for yes. Press 2 for no. Press 3 for I'm calling the police. So, would you let Matt babysit your children? 1 for yes, 2 for no, 3 for I'm calling the fucking police. Let's see what chat's fucking opinion on this is. I'm seeing a lot of fucking 3s. I'm seeing, you're all biased, okay? Clearly you don't get his amazing sense of fucking humor. There's a phrase out there, I'm a virgin with rage. All right, Ross said that. Ross was the bathtub pedo, by the way. He described himself as a virgin with rage, and it was funny because it's such an absurd fucking thing to say, right? But it's almost like that applies to Matt, doesn't it? Or it did for a long time. Like he was a virgin with rage issues. He was like, the guy earlier was like, the super chat was like, oh yeah, he's not a school shooter at least. Ooh, did we luck out? Did his current girlfriend or wife or whatever save our lives? Oh, that pity pussy she gave him may have prevented a massacre. Somebody send that lady some flowers. She deserves it. Jesus. Let me read a few more super chats here. We've got other stuff to talk about. A little more Mundane Matt stuff. Some other stuff as well. I will try not to miss anybody's here, but the system they use for this is so fucking stupidly convoluted. Okay. All right, let's power through these so we can get back to the fun stuff. Zemeckis Lebowski, Gay Boy Jim, avoid soy to achieve joy. Bombastic Blake Diamond, another day, another woke goy revealed to be a creep. The Betchloff, more like the skeptic or septic community. Am I right? Well, we probably should talk about the skeptic community as a whole. The shit they did with Candid, their behavior as it relates to individuals. They're all such great individualists. They're a non-collective collective of individualist individuals. But we will talk about that a little later in the stream. John Smith, Matt, the Quarry King Mundane, starring in Back to the Barnyard, starring little Argentina Sally. Wait a minute, Matt. No, Ethan Ralph. Horderp Crawford, Jim, sweetie, you do God's work. You will be the High Inquisitor in the Ethno State. Your cutie pie Asian waifu will be allowed to stay as your sex slave. Heil. Thank you very much. HDRTU, can we maybe call them the septic community? They are, after all, full of shit. Corn Horn 280, press G to gas. I'm going to give chat a second to see if they want to play along with that. Corn wants you to press G to gas. I'm guessing he's saying he wants you to gas Mundane Matt. So if you agree with that statement from our super chatter, press G. I need to find a way to cut the delay out on the stream. It's still there. I don't know how to do it. Oh yeah, I'm seeing a lot of G's come up, Corn. I think the chat is in full agreement with you on this. Belial Moloch, he's just playing Alex Jones-esque 4D Scrabble. King Tut, why does it seem like there are so many pedo degenerates now? Could not tell you, but I think social media plays a part. LC Jr. Feels nice knowing my birthday is 9/11 while being Arab. Allah Akbar, Jim, and together let us all gas the kikes. El Changeo, don't forget Bunty King self-proclaimed cuck. We will be taking a look at that in a little bit. Patrick Abramson, at least his girlfriend's daughter will never have to watch My Little Pony alone. Nikita Skakun, Jim, please give me the gift. Well, I would give you the gift, but I'm currently being held up by knife point behind a church by a very angry virgin with rage hauling boulders. A tiefling. Who's more embarrassing, Matt or Bobo from O&A? Oh, I'm going to say Matt is. Charles the Hammer, Matt jizzes boulders. Floortuology. Mundane Matt is trying to one-up Darkside Phil for Garner-based infinite train wreck. Or gamer-based infinite train wreck. Well, Matt is currently just, I don't know what the fuck Matt's doing. When people found the tweets, right, on his account, he basically locked down his Twitter and has begun deleting tweets. So there's a limited window for people out there that are interested. There's a fucking limited window to find those YouTube videos that have the most potential. Because I guarantee you, Matt is going to probably freak the fuck out. More people are paying attention. And he's going to start deleting shit that he thinks is problematic to his image. Coop, think Matt will try to flag down the stream? Probably, I couldn't tell you. Tech 9 Nation 123, watch the Serena Williams chimp out with us. I didn't know that was happening. I will take a look later. Red Zeno, Geralt will be in a wheelchair. I think we all know that's where that's going. Netflix fucking ruins everything it touches. I still haven't forgiven them for canceling Marco Polo. Fuck Netflix. Ocean Redux, it's RIP, seppuku, Matt, Jesus, Jim. Your daily water, Jim, please say, call me daddy, your daily water. Coultergeist, tune in to the Netflix Witcher, where Geralt the White Wolf has a run-in with another Witcher, the Black Bull. Dame Pesos, she's 13, Matt. No. No aggro me, do you believe Kraut's story now that he is back? No, I do not. I know Kraut has been making the rounds doing his little PR push with his gaggle of friends, like David Shitrat and others. Trying to downplay everything. If you go back and watch my videos, I laid it out pretty fairly with the information that was presented. People seem to be skipping over a lot of stuff. My main focus was the gayness of the 24-hour ops. But if you want to look back over what was going on, Kraut in video form, tweets and in private messages said that I'm becoming a monster. I doxed this guy. I have his information. Now he's coming back and saying, well, I didn't mean it. Well, of course you don't mean it now that you've gotten a bunch of shit. Who gets caught doing something and then just is like, yeah, fuck it, I did it. Most people are like, no, you misunderstand. It's all fucking narrative spinning. And then David Shitrat acting like their shit doesn't stink. Interesting that David Sherrod is conveniently forgetting the conversation he was recorded in, where Kraut was trying to pass along information of people in the right, the alt-right, to SJW so they could go after them. And he tried to use Sherrod as a middleman, as an intermediary. He wanted to take their information, have David pass it off to hardcore SJWs, or Antifa or whoever, I don't fucking know, and have them go after these people. But even Shitrat was like, I can't do that, that's too much. And I've got some interesting backstory. I've got some Kraut lore people haven't been paying attention to. I've got a bit of a surprise coming up. Bit of a surprise related to Kraut and David Shitrat coming up soon. Let's get through these super chats first, though. I think you're all going to find it fucking interesting. Let's just put it that way. Tiefling, it's one thing to look at girls sucking horse wieners. It's another to shout at the internet for attention about it. Very true. Prophet Mohammed, can we get some more Hugbox Chronicles or Deviants? Yeah, there is actually a Hugbox Chronicles that will be coming out within the next month. Cameron Bottoms, hey Jim, do you think Mundane Matt is Ross's dad? I think he is. To be fair, we all saw Mr. Hands get killed by horse stick, Joseph Diaz. Oh, that is true. But Matt did not mention a man getting fucked to death in his ass by a horse. He mentioned horse semen and women taking it. Zorro, are you planning to do a video on esoteric entity? Not currently at the moment, no. Finger Chickens, you have a very nice voice. Thank you. Spatial Seer, thoughts on Matt before this mess? My thoughts on Matt were pretty consistent throughout Matt's entire existence. I mean, he brands himself as mundane, and he comes across as mundane. He just kind of has a thing that he covers, he has a style that he has, and he just sticks to it. That was my thought on Matt before this hot mess. Sword and Scale, how much will Nick Minaj donate to Mundane Matt once he's bagging groceries next week? Over or under? I don't know, chat, do you want to throw a bet out there? Nicki Minaj, donate, how much will they be donating to Mundane Matt once he's bagging groceries next week? I don't know if he'll be allowed to work at a store where children might be present, Sword. I don't know what to tell you. Gabriel D, Jim, check Facebook chat, please. I will do that later. Ghost King next. So would Matt stand by a giant rock or horse-mast gimp? That's a good question. Commissar Warder, the centrists were a mistake. James Bruceide, Jim, love your stuff, but don't quite get your deal. Are you a high-level troll, an activist, and what exactly? Dace Fulton and Godspeed. Well, I'll answer your question, James. You see, recently, there was a political party called The Liberalists. It was run by a pretty big deal YouTuber. All right, I don't want to name drop anybody, but the Liberalists, I guess, were doing so well after their 5 months of existence that YouTuber left them to go join UKIP. So I think I'm going to be a high-level activist now, James Bursai. I think I'm going to become the leader of the Liberalists, and we're going to freedom fight and save the fucking West on the internet, because apparently there's an open leadership position now that everybody's left to go join UKIP. Stabby McStabwood, Jim, I would love to debate you. Unfortunately, we agree on too much. Thank you for the endless hours of entertainment. This is for my Sweetie Squad application. Crone Dome, have you noticed your commentary community is respawning? A couple are swinging, or already swinging, at ER. Well, that's funny. ER will tear them limb from fucking limb. I like his videos. They're out of their fucking mind if they're going to go after him. Pan of Pans, Jim, did you hear about Crunchyroll's new women-fronted show and their spurgout around it? Yes, I have. Bow Wow, have you seen iDubbbz's video about the James Gunn thing? He pretty much calls anyone who thinks that tweets are proof of pedophilia an idiot. No, I don't think I've had a chance to see it. I don't really watch iDubbbz, but I will check it out later, I guess. Prophet Muhammad, ook, 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 I'm a chimp, ook, ook, Jimmy Good Gorilla, Space Shank. Those Calvary Chapel people are weird. Noir 719, thank you. No message, though. I'm not sure if you meant to do that. Schrodinger the Weeb, drinking horse semen is a very important part of Loki and the liberalist agenda. Todd Joachim, I don't know, Boulder Boy was on Seventh Heaven. Yeah, he played the father, apparently, am I right? Mad Max, hey Jim, first time sending a super chat. It's my birthday today, and you just gave me the best gift. Thanks, man. Ralph retorted, I knew this would be the video, lol. Matt, no. Ralph, what the fuck is going on with this? It's too much. There's too much out there, right? Like, people are stumbling on them. People need to be methodical. If somebody were to take the time to be that autistic, to go through 4,000 Mundane Matt videos, imagine the stories that he has that people just didn't watch because he's boring. the nuggets of just pure entertainment that are buried in there. Daily Freaks, my friend and I are competed over a 13-year-old. Oof, Jesus. Larry Bernard from the Book of Things That Totally Happened, written by Mundane Matt. Herbert Crawford, I don't have much money, Jim, but this is for your health. I'd rather send money to a white man than a fucking Somalian nog that caused him harm. Love your videos. Be well, 1488. Thank you very much. Digger John, my 49-year-old non-virginal ears. Christopher Paulson, put your pebbles in my boulder hole, Matt. Okay, now I don't want to take, and I will get through all the super chats. I appreciate them, but I want to make sure that we that we cover some stuff. You know, we're on the subject of skeptics. People brought up Kraut. We've been talking about Matt. It's very interesting. Jeff Holiday recently came out in defense of Matt. Kraut came out in defense of Matt. Other people have come out in defense of Matt. It seems like that community is very solid. They like to stick together. It's weird when looking at the skeptic community. You know, the only outlier that I've ever really seen, and I think this is because I'm going to call them the alpha skeptic, is Shoe on Head. And I think Shoe on Head and Armored Skeptic are on the outside of a lot of this shit, aside from the candid stuff in the beginning, but are on the outside of a lot of this shit because they don't have to be involved. I think Shoe has like 1 million plus fucking subscribers. Shoe is the alpha skeptic. Sargon needs to bend the fucking knee to Shoe. But these other skeptics, there's a whole group of people. The Bunty Kings and the Jeff Holidays and just the whole lot of them. Very tightly knit and defensive when one of them gets made fun of. And I'm not sure what the story with that is. Now, people brought up Bunty King being a cuck. And I would, it would be a shame if I didn't share that with chat because maybe there's not a lot of, bleed over. I would recommend, chat, by the way, if you're listening, again, Dami Bezos, great shit if you want Mundane Matt related stuff. Also, the Ralph Retort. He does a kill stream weekly, weeknights, and covers a lot of this. And on his kill stream, they watched the Bunty King video, which I will pull up and we'll take a look at because it's literally called, by the way, I am a cuck. Let's talk. Let's just take a look at some of these fucking skeptics, shall we? The absolute state of them. Let me get that set up. We will go back to Super Chats in a little bit here, and I promise you I will get caught up. Let me pull this up and make sure everything's queued up properly. I hope you're ready for this. So let's just go over the list, shall we, of our known skeptics. Kraut and T, involved in a gay ops server to get revenge against people that he felt, I don't even know what the fuck the motivation was, but just gay ops. That's the headline, gay ops. Mundane Matt flags people down because his feelings get hurt, and apparently was accused of trying to rape a girl at church. Okay, Quarry King. And, okay, well, we got Bunty King. What is Bunty King's thing? Well, it's a video called I Am a Cuck. Let's talk. Alrighty. All right, let's pull that up. Window capture. Are you going to work for me? Yep. All right, let's take a look at the video. I probably won't play the whole thing. It is fairly long, but let's just listen to his story. I think you'll enjoy this.
Hello, my sweet goats, and welcome to another Let's Talk. Listen, I would like you to just ignore the mess in the background. It's very representative of my life in the moment. So, yeah, that's what's going on, and you guys will find out. But before I get into this video, I would like to mention two things. The first thing, in telling you this story, I am not looking for pity points. I'm not looking to, for you to fucking feel bad for me. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'm strong. I'm dealing with this. However, I'm going to deal with it. And one of the ways of dealing with it is kind of sharing the story with you, and so that if you are in a situation that is similar to mine, that you could gain.
Apparently, by the way, that situation, as the title implies, is being a cuck. So if you're in a situation, listen up, chat. If you're a cuck in a situation of being a cuck, Bunty has got he's got some advice for you, sweet goats.
Some insight from it, and that you can understand what to do, because a part of me feels very responsible for you guys, because I do have a certain level of influence, and I would like to use that in a positive manner. So there we go. That's one thing. The second thing is that this is about my ex-girlfriend, and it's not a way to get back at her, and I'm not going to be using her name. And if you do know her name, please do not write her name in the comments. I would really appreciate that. If you are one of my friends.
Yeah, chat. Don't write her name in the disabled comments. He'd really hate that.
in real life and you're watching this, which I doubt is the case because my friends in real life do not watch me online, do not think of her as a bad person, because she isn't. She isn't. She's one of the most beautiful people I've ever met, and even now, I'm very much in love with her, and if she called me right after I uploaded this video...
Yeah, I see it, chat. People are saying it's low. I was low on Ralph's stream. I've turned it up as much as I can now in OBS. The video is maxed out. Hopefully it's better.
And said, please take me back, I would take her back in a second. And that's also another reason why I don't want to say her name, because I don't want you guys running her name through the mud after that, if that were to happen, which I don't think is going to happen, honestly. Not for me, but because of her. I just don't think that she loves me as much as she said she did. So essentially, this is what it comes down to, right? In June, I got messaged by a girl, currently my ex-girlfriend, and she said, I think you're really hot and funny. And it was really interesting because we were kind of having like a little bit of a back and forth on social media, on Facebook, and at the time. And I was like, holy shit, I was amazed, because for me, I had a crush on her for a long time, and not like an active crush on her where I would like reach out to her regularly. Like, I was only talking to her again like I said, in June, like when VidCon happened, I was talking to her, and it was very recent that I had started talking to her, and for the most part, for like the majority of the time, like I left her alone because she lived in a different city. She lived in Toronto, I live in Montreal, and I was like, fuck it.
You know, it's one of those long-distance emotional connections. So he meets a girl. There's a bit of a gap. They talk on social media, meet up at VidCon. Let's see how this romantic relationship blossomed into cuckdom.
So when she messaged me, I was like, holy shit, I gotta capitalize on this, because I fucking have a crush on this girl. That'd be amazing. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be in Toronto soon, which I didn't need to be, but I was like, let's go for a walk. And so then that began that was the beginning of a beautiful relationship, something that was just very liberating, something that was very amazing and just wonderful. And she unlocked something in me that I didn't even know I had anymore. I thought it was buried.
It was buried deep inside. She unlocked in me my lust to prep the bull. I knew it was there. It was deep, deep down. But when I met this girl, I knew my duty was to start prepping bulls.
So deep, because of all the anxiety I've been carrying with me my whole life. But she made me realize that I'm this better person, that I'm someone that is able to command an audience, someone that is able to reach for more than whatever I thought was possible. And I'm so thankful for that about her. Like, it's really one of the things that makes me that I think about often. And of course, you know, the romance was at an all-time high.
Yeah, just take that in, right? Okay, this guy made a video talking about how he got cucked, and he's thanking the girl in the first 3 minutes. I want to thank her for that. I want to thank the girl that turned me into a cuck, and just say, bravo, well done, nicely done. Thank you so much for the honor, milady.
But she always had this thing that was holding her back. There was something and she would say it was her depression or anxiety, and I understood that because I have anxiety, and I a form of anxiety, and I know how to deal with it. I'm by no means the most anxious person, but I do have it, and sometimes it is a little bit overwhelming. But for the most part, because I'm a strong-willed individual, I can get past it. So I was strong for both of us, and I was like, it's all good. It's not a big deal. Like, she would just have these moments where she would like get quiet, and that was okay. I didn't think much of it, because I don't think anything of it, because I think that when a girl is dating me, I don't think that there's any possibility of any other guy being involved or anybody else being involved. I just do not think that's a possibility. I just don't see it as a possibility, because I provide so much more than the average boyfriend. I just do. It's just in my nature. It's just the way it is. I don't do it because I feel like that's what they want. I do it because that's just how I am.
I'm a nice guy, milady. I will be your best friend. We'll talk about emotions on the couch every night. I'll be there for you as a shoulder to cry. Do you see where this is going, chat? He doesn't believe a woman would cheat on him because he's such a nice guy. We all know where this is going. I mean, the title gives it away. But let's hear the fun story.
So December comes and she breaks up with me, and she tells me it's because she's really depressed. She doesn't know what she's doing with her life. She's so fucked up. She's just like, I'm just so screwed up about my life, and that's it. And I was like, well, that's fucking crazy. I didn't want to hold her back, but at the same time, I was like, what are you doing? Like, we're so good together. What are you doing? I'm not there right now. I'm just not here. I can't do it. I like need to fix myself. I can't bring you down. And so I left her alone for like a month and a half. We didn't talk really. And then we started talking again towards the end of January. And that's when she revealed something very huge to me. And that was the fact that she was in a relationship the whole time. She's been caught in a loveless relationship. She doesn't.
And that's when she revealed to me that I am a cuck. That's when she revealed to me that she's been fucking the neighbors. And that's when she revealed to me that being there as emotional support doesn't override the need for a good dicking. That's when she revealed to me that I wasn't the perfect boyfriend that I thought I was. Oh, why would you make this video? Why would you make a 13-minute video on the internet telling people that your girlfriend fucked another dude? What are you, Maddox? Why are you doing this?
Love the guy. She doesn't feel anything for him, supposedly. She loves me more, supposedly. She thinks I'm the best, that he doesn't hold up a candle to me, supposedly. And I'm saying supposedly because even after she told me, this is the kind of guy I am. This is how much I loved her. I said, it's okay, baby. Don't worry.
It's okay, baby. Don't worry. Sure, every time I kiss your lips, I can taste his cock. Sure, you walk funny when you get back from a girls' night out, quote unquote. Sure, you don't do those sexual things with me that you do with him. It's okay, baby. Don't worry. Bunty King is here for you, and he loves you so very much.
Don't worry about it. I understood why you didn't tell me. I understood why you hid this from me. I'm sorry that you had to feel this way. I'm sorry that you were so anxious.
He's fucking apologizing to the girl that's fucking another guy. He's made a video talking about how some whore cheated on him. And instead of saying, boy, this chick's a bitch. Boy, she broke my trust. What an awful fucking person she is. He is told, not only has he thanked her twice now, he was okay with it. It's all copacetic. Bunty King's cool with it, yo. He's down with the hip shit. You can fuck all the guys you want, baby. He's here for you. He'll hold your hand while you're getting railed. That's the kind of guy Bunty is.
I'll go through this with you. I just want you. I want you at the end of this. I just want you. I don't need you. I want you. I think that we can be valuable together. I think that we can achieve things together. I want to bring you to things like VidCon. I want you to introduce you to YouTubers. I want to introduce you.
Who fucking says that? No wonder she's fucking other guys. Baby, listen. I know that Jamal has a 42-inch penis. And I know that he makes you come so hard that you have eye damage now from your eyes rolling in the back of your head. But here's what I'm going to do for you. Here's what Bunty's going to do for you that Big Dick Jamal can't. I'm going to take you to VidCon. I'm going to introduce you to a hip cat by the name of Mundane Matt. Now, don't worry, I'll protect you. All right, just a few warnings before we get there. If you see him holding a knife, run for your fucking life. And if you run into Andy Worski, make sure there's no white shit under his nose, because crazy shit's about to happen. But I'm going to bring you to VidCon, baby. I'm going to introduce you to all the YouTubers with 80,000 subscribers. How's that sound? Is that better? Is that better than that 42-inch penis? No? No, it's not? Okay.
To this new form of media that's coming up. I want to get you in. I want you at my side. I want you as my queen. That's what I want.
I want to make you my queen? Who says this shit? Who says this shit? There's being romantic and poetic, and then there's just being awful. There's just being awful, Bunty. Why would you tell some whore that cheated on you that you want to make her your fucking queen?
So I was like, so that's why I said that to her right after she said it. It wasn't like I didn't even need time to think about it. I said no. It's okay, don't worry about it, I love you, let's do this. And she was like, I'm on board. And then a week passes by, and suddenly she's not on board. Suddenly she's thinking, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I should commit to you. I can't commit to you. I can't fucking commit to you. What? Why can't you commit to me? And it's not like, okay, I get it, because she feels like she's really fucked up about the whole situation. She feels terrible about herself. She feels terrible about the fact that she lied to me. She lied to this person who she perceives as super pure. And I was like, listen, I don't give
Pro tip for all the listeners out there, she doesn't feel terrible at all. If you're in a relationship with a woman and she's fucking other guys, and then she tells you that she's fucking other guys, and you don't smack her, or if she tells you that she's fucking other guys and you don't call her a whore and walk away, if she tells you she's fucking other guys and you say you want to make her your queen, and then she tells you, I feel bad about it. She doesn't feel bad about it. She is a whore. She's a fucking filthy whore.
a fuck. I forgave you about that. Doesn't even matter. I wasn't even thinking about that. Why are you telling me that you can't commit to me? And then I really started to think about it. I'm like, why can't you commit to me? And the reality is that at the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, while she was with me, she was with someone else. And while she was with this other person, she let that other person feel like everything was okay.
I wonder if like the thought has ever come to Bunty King, like when he's sitting there thinking about this relationship, if the thought ever crossed his mind that her and this other guy, right, that maybe they thought it was funny, that maybe she told him, hey, there's this dude called Bunty King who's a YouTuber, and he thinks I love him. So let's see how fucked up I can make him. Do you think they laughed about it when she told him the story about how you asked to make her a fucking queen? How she told you she was getting dicked by this other dude? Do you think the other dude laughed as you were groveling at her feet to keep her? Oh, I'm sure there were a lot of laughs between them.
And once again, this isn't because she is a bad person. This is because she is a person who is deeply flawed and has issues.
Bunty, she is a horrible person. This is the definition of a bad person. She's a terrible person. Why are you apologizing and thanking her?
That she needs to deal with. And if she is watching, it would be really appreciative if she actually dealt with them. And one of the things that she could do, and this is just a suggestion that I've suggested to her before, is move past this other guy and replace him with me. And it's not like I'm saying like, oh, I just want to replace.
Oh my God. You know, if you've ever been on an image board, there's like an image macro. There are a couple image macros where they make fun of the nice guy. And he is the nice guy. He is that image. She's fucking another dude. And he thinks if he's nice enough, she'll leave him and come be with her. And he wants to replace the other guy. Obviously, the other guy is better in bed, Bunty. It must be like a fire hydrant exploded between her fucking legs when he whips his dick out. Because she's with him. She's not with you. I don't think being nice and emotional is what she's looking for.
Someone else, and maybe she'll do it to me down the line. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that she just needed someone like me in her life. I'm being an idiot. I'm being a total idiot.
Yep, it hit him right there. That's the moment where he thought about it. That's the moment where reality slipped in just for a second. And he's like, holy shit, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I 8 minutes into a 13-minute video thanking the woman that fucked another guy?
Anyway, the end of the day, what happened was that I was like, listen, if you're not going to commit to me, if you're going to say that you are having trouble committing to me in light of everything that I've offered, in light of the fact that I forgave you without holding against you, don't hold it against you, I just want you to love me, and you still have an issue with that, then that for me that made me feel like the side guy. I felt like the side guy. I didn't feel like a guy that was worth fully committing to.
Motherfucker, you're not even the diagonal guy. You're the guy in another city guy. You're the guy she talks to on Twitter guy. You're the guy that she asked to buy her dinner because she's tired after fucking her boyfriend guy. You are not the side guy. You are the diagonal guy.
Because the other guy apparently is worth fully committing to be involved with regularly, on the regular, day in and day out, get to see each other, on the weekend, go to grocery shopping, go to the fucking movies, go to family dinners. That guy is worth it. But not me. I'm just the guy that gives a good fuck and eats good pussy. That's pretty much what I am.
Boy, has anybody ever lied that hard in their life. Let's do a thought experiment. There are two gentlemen, and there is a young thought. Now, who is the young thought going to be with? Is she going to go with the guy that gives her the best sex? Probably. So, who is she with? Is she with Bunty or the other guy? Well, she's with the other guy. So, I guess Bunty isn't a great fuck, and he doesn't eat good pussy. Because if that were even remotely true, the other guy would be the diagonal guy, and Bunty would never have made this fucking video.
That's what I feel like. And of course she tells me, no, it's not the case, it's not the case, it's not the case. Whatever. There's one thing.
Wait a minute, did he slip up there? Okay, wait. He said, I'm a good fuck and I eat good pussy, and then he follows that up by her saying, no, that's not the case. Let me see if I misheard this.
That gives a good fuck and eats good pussy. That's pretty much what I am. That's what I feel like. And of course she tells me, no, it's not the case, it's not the case, it's not the case.
Somebody needs to clip that. I think she was honest with him for a minute. He tells her, but I'm a great fuck and I eat good pussy. And she responds saying, no, that is not the case. Not the case. Not the case.
Whatever. There's one thing is the case. You're a deeply flawed person. So fix it. And it's kind of rude for you to get me involved and then for me to be on board and then you just push me aside like, no, I can't be committed to you. Hold on while I fucking call this other loser. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry I'm angry right now and it's all coming out because I'm talking about it and I really I'm being real with you guys and I do apologize. And once again, if you are watching, please, I'm not super angry with you. I'm just fucking pissed off at the situation. Guys, I gotta say something, alright? Now, one thing I'm gonna say is that when you're in a situation like the one I'm in, you have to know your self-worth, okay? And my self-worth is quite fucking high.
That's why I made a 13-minute video on YouTube telling people the horrible story of how my girlfriend fucked another dude and told me I was a bad fuck. That's what you should do. Hey, Chad, if your girlfriend fucks another guy, make a YouTube video about it. And then just wreck yourself by telling everybody how bad a fuck you are.
I think I'm fucking amazing, alright? And any girl would be lucky to have me. I'm not saying I'm God's gift to women. I'm just saying that if that relationship is happening, if there's a relationship involved, or she's open to dating me and I'm open to dating her, that girl is fucking lucky, alright? And I'm lucky too, because at the end of the day, hey man, good partners are hard to come by. But they're fucking lucky. There's no doubt in my mind that they're lucky because I bring something that's completely different. My friends have said this about me. They just know me as a person that's been more open.
I'm going to throw out a good old-fashioned usury term. Some, a little economics on you. There's a saying, you don't throw good money after bad money. It's disastrous. And that applies to relationships. Bunty, if you're with a girl and she cheats on you and treats you like a cuck, don't throw good, don't throw good money after bad money. You've already invested into the relationship and it turned out disastrously. Don't follow that up by begging her to take you back so you can make her your queen. If you actually had self-worth and you were confident in that self-worth, you would tell her she's a bitch because she is a bitch, and you would find another girl that's not a cheating whore. Just a little Jimbo advice for everybody out there.
And more forward, more real with people than anybody else. We live in a world where people hide behind social media with these fucking nice stories like, I got married yesterday. Oh, I bought a fucking dog. Oh, everything's okay in my fucking life. Sick. Not really. Everything's falling apart. I'm the one that's going to be real and tell you that, holy shit, things aren't really that good or things are really amazing in this aspect. That's what I do. So I'm just letting you know, if you were in a situation such as mine, know your self-worth and get the fuck out. And listen, at the same time, you don't need to close yourself off to that person, because I would, at any point, take her back. If she would.
Oh, that is so fucking pathetic. That hurts. That physically hurts to hear him say that. I know how much my self-worth is. I'm a great guy. Any woman be lucky to have me. And that cheating whore, I'd take her back in an instant. I would make her my queen. I would fan her with palm leaves. I would oil up her back. I would suck the shit out of her ass. What are you doing? What sort of man makes a video like this? Who advised you that this was a good idea? Was there some idiot out there, some YouTube manager that said, hey, Bunty, you're an influencer now. Hit him with a heartbreaking story. I hope you have that excuse. Because this is fucking sad. Don't do this. If somebody it doesn't even matter. Anybody, if you're a chick or a guy, it doesn't matter. If you're in a fucking relationship and somebody cheats on you, that's it, done. Cut it off, move the fuck on. Don't make a video begging to have them back. And then follow it up by talking about how much self-worth and respect you have for yourself. And allow yourself to get cucked twice. What the fuck are you doing, Bunty?
Wanted to fully commit to me and be like, listen, I am with you. I'm sorry, I'm with you, it's all good, let's forget about this. I'll be like, cool, let's forget about it, let's continue our life, and let's just fucking watch Netflix together and go on dates, and I'll eat your pussy whenever I can. Whenever I want, which is pretty much all the time, by the way. It was all the time.
How bad was he at eating pussy? Can we talk about that for a minute? I think that needs to be talked about, right, chat? To the guys out there that eat pussy, to the chicks out there that get eaten out, since he's broached the subject. If he was really the world's most phenomenal pussy eater, if he was like muff diving champion of 2017. Oh, 1 second. Sorry about that. Dog was going a little ape shit. I thought they sent a skeptic kill squad to my house. But back on subject. If he was the pussy eating champion, if this was the muff diver of 2017, like I said, pretty fairly fucking certain that she wouldn't have left him. I'm just gonna put that out there.
All the time. Like, I would have done it anytime, didn't matter. So, know your worth. Know your worth, okay? And this goes for being, if you're a girl or a guy, know your worth if you're in a situation such as mine. And if you are a person that's in a situation such as hers, please end it with the other person. I'm saying the other person that you're involved with before getting into something with another person. You don't want to hurt that other person who could potentially change your life for the better by staying with one person out of fear. You don't stay with someone because you're not in love with them. Just to put in context, by the way, I was involved with a girl, all right, who couldn't have kids. She couldn't have kids. Physically.
So, the perfect woman, right? I was involved with a girl who I could bareback whenever I wanted and never had to worry about her getting pregnant. So, the perfect woman is what he's saying.
Could not have kids because of issues with her ovaries. This was something I went into knowing. But it grew on me, and it grew on me, and it grew on me, and it made me feel really bad because I want kids of my own. I want to be a fucking dad. I want to have daughters. That's what I want. My own kids. So I had to end it with her. And it was the hardest thing ever because I cared about her. She was great. We had a great emotional chemistry. And she was intellectually there as well. But there was something about it that was bothering me, and there wasn't room for that. I couldn't have room for that. And I knew that there was someone who could maybe treated her better. So I ended it with her. I didn't keep dating her and then have a fucking side girl. I didn't do that. I ended it with her. And I would end it with anyone, by the way, who wasn't making me happy. I'm not in there to be happy. And in a lot of ways, I ended it. I stopped talking to her. I said, all right, I'm done. Because I'm talking about my current ex-girlfriend. I said, I'm done because you're fucking, you can't commit to me. What am I doing there? What the fuck is that? Anyway, that's it. That's all I really wanted to say. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this out there. I don't care what it does. I guess I'm a fucking cuck because at the same time she was cucking this guy with me, and then she was also cucking me emotionally because she's still fucking there in this other relationship because I'm thinking, oh, she's just with me. I'm a cuck.
No, I don't think the bull's getting cucked, Bunty. I think you're getting cucked. You're the cuck. I mean, you're correct on that. That's a good assessment, Bunty. Oh, God, that is a painful fucking video to watch. Let me pull this off here. Where are we? There we go. The absolute state of the skeptics. It's like every week there's another story coming out. So we've got Kraut with gay ops. We've got Mundane Matt with rage flagging and accusations of attempted rape at knife point. We've got Bunty King wanting to make the girl that's fucking another dude his queen. It just is this fucking community. I swear to God, this fucking community is the saddest shit I've ever seen. Are any of them normal? Like, is there one unfucked up person in the lot? Again, I think the only ones that ever made it out and didn't completely fucking implode were, Shoe on Head and Armored Skeptic. Because they got married and they got the fuck out of town. Oh. Alright. Oh, that video. Fucking Christ. Alright, we'll jump back to some super chats here. Where do we leave off here? Popstar Kenny, bugged molesting mechanics. We're back to talking about the Matt video. This should be entertaining. Sean Hollinger, blow my boulders Jim. Cogboy, give all these skeptics the old acorn eye Jim. It's trademarked, the old acorn eye. Sean McGinnis, what's up, Metokur? I was wondering if you could check out my latest video. It's 2.5-minute cartoon. I'd appreciate it a lot. When I get the time, yeah, I'll check it out. Michael Fisher, Jim, maybe the whole YouTube username was a Freudian slip. Maybe he's into the kitties. Rocket Insano, so your avatar is based on the TF2 Scout, right? I figure you said it before, but humor me. It's based off a picture that looks like the Scout, but yes, it's similar. Nicholas Cruiser, chat, definitely don't Google Sonia Calvary Chapel. You definitely won't find the butter huffer Matt wanted to pork. Again, whatever you do, Nicholas is telling you don't Google Sonia, Sonia, and Calvary Chapel, Calvary Chapel. Don't do that. That would be wrong. Waxican, hail Sonia, mother of the Odin's son. Lennon McCarthy, this is when I learned there is nothing like a 13-year-old little girl scorned. John R. Burnstone, as a JW myself, I'd rather be a JW than Mundane Matt right now. I believe that's JW Jehovah's Witness. Ronnie Las Vegas, a reminder to feed Nana, Google it. Max Smith, now I'm 95% sure he assaulted a child. It's not leaving the best impression in people's minds, I'll give you that. Unmundane Matt Fields, have you heard Matt's film school friend partner interview? He's not surprised at any of the backstabbing horseshit. Interesting you brought that up. We might be taking a look at some of that. Like I said, I've got a few things coming up. I've got some interesting Kraut and David things coming up at the end of the stream. A little bit of Mundane Matt stuff and a few others. Chris Cap, I think he actually did this stuff. Larry Bernard, can someone teach Matt how to lie? Slothy, I've been accused of rape by 3 of the girls who I rejected. Seems like feminists, as they identify as, don't respect homosexual men. Yeah, but I don't think these girls were feminists. I think they were just little girls at church. So I think it might be a different situation. Lord Akira, clearly Matt studied the blade while you lames were having premarital sex. Finger chickens, this is a lie no human would want to fuck Mundane Matt. No wonder he likes horses. They can say no. They can't say no. Indigo White, best stream ever. Eric Mo, mine my orgasm with your pickaxe boulder boy. HTRTU, was she one of those CIA sex agents Terry has been talking about? Maybe that's where he got it from. Looks like there's a message deleted, so I'm not sure what that said. The Eagles Perch, call this church Metokur, please. Mohala Mamula, Jim, he was in a very bad headspace. Rootless Cosmopolitan, here are some shekels for you to buy some more pearls to clutch. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not the one talking about drinking my own semen, horses getting fucked, and cum shots everywhere. And then relating a story about how I was thrown out by an entire fucking church because the pastor and the pastor's daughter accused me of rape. Orgus Din, Fat Matt the insane ass-pained mundane. Shoko Bushu, I'm going to be my father and thanking him for not abandoning the family because if he did, I could have been like Mundane Matt. Grondome, huge twist on Matt's story. I just got the news from Wet Bread herself. It was Mister Metokur holding the blade and calling the house. Coffin Joe, Matt, take off those pesky church clothes, Jarbo. Nathaniel M. This is Chris Chan levels of creepy. It does leave a distinct aftertaste, doesn't it? Howard Welsh. It's called excommunication, and it's rare as fuck. Yeah, I mean, I guess he was excommunicated from a church. Red Psy 1, good thing the church doesn't collect boulders. Clarence Green, pity Matt fell out of faith. He'd fit in well with the Pennsylvania clergy. Jessica Eustace, only in Matt's head can he still be seen as a victim after talking about being a dangerous fuck around kids. Digger John, Matt should have planted cucumber seeds and ran. Max Smith, Matt missed his calling as a Catholic priest. Rando number 9, I'm surprised the Allfather hasn't struck this stream down yet. Leonard Manley, we need a DeviantArt symbol for this. Also, the starting a new season of One Punch Man next year. One Punch Man is great shit. So that will be great. Finger Chickens, this 13-year-old should now be referred to as Sonia Blade because her name is Sonia and she was raped at knife point. Well done. Well done, Finger. Matt Reed, sounds like he's doing the Lord's work. Rational Ryan, why the hell did Matt upload this video? You have to ask yourself that question. What is it with skeptics uploading videos that make themselves look like fucking retards? It's a bit of a trend, isn't it? Viking Insane, is Matt a middle-aged Nick Bates? PC Principal, this boulder-haunting bitch who drinks his own cum and held a child at knife point says he's not a degenerate. Right. Sean Turner, Mundane Matt didn't do nothing. He is an innocent boy. The girl was Zoe Quinn in disguise. The pastor was Brianna Wu before she transitioned to a female lizard. I could read more about that on InfoWars if the internet hadn't banned Alex Jones from every fucking thing. Server Lulz, keep up the awesome work. Monkey Saturday, Jim, I saw the newest 8-Bit Guy video and you're recommended after Matt's video finished. It is nice to find a fellow boomer enjoying good computer content. Yeah, I love that guy's shit. I watch a lot of 8-Bit Guy, I watch a lot of LGR. Love their stuff. Joe Masters 575, thanks for the fun. Have some shekels, goy. That guy from that thing, what stream okay? I is drunk now. Here too, I don't know. I'm here. Speak to me, Jimbo. Phoenix Rising, thank you. I'm woke. Awoo. Insert internet insanity on Ghost from the True Capitalist Radio. When? Why would I do an internet insanity on True Capitalist Radio? Are people not familiar? I guess people. I'm getting old. If people don't know about that. All right. Energy's X. Was Trump's election a pendulum shift or a last stand or a fluke? I don't know. You'll be able to get a better gauge of that, I guess, from the next election. So stay tuned. Son of Skekmet. Jim, I hope the internet remains always entertaining and you never get bored. Your content is most entertaining. I love it. Keep it up. Martin Smorger. Yo yeet, my fellow gay. The bro that survived. Sup, Jim? You can chill with Big Al 2K6. Also, have you seen Just Keep That in Mind lately? He's turning into Al 2 with every burger. No, I haven't talked to Big Al in years, and just keep that in mind. I have not seen him lately, so I'm not certain. Read a few more, and we'll move on to some other stuff. Kodiak, your thoughts on the cult of Alut Alizim? No, I have no thoughts. I don't know what that is. Slazers, did you like Eminem's new album? I don't listen to Eminem, so I have no opinion on it. Definitely Lex, can we donate Matt to Canada? I don't think they'd want him. Goat Balloon just wanted to bring to everyone's attention that Matt is still losing subs. Not surprising at all, I'd have to say. Tabby296, I need more tea for this. Anon delivers, hey Jim, hope you're having a good weekend. Just wanted to know, when are you going to show us what your kink is? I'm not done with Deviants yet, so just stay tuned for that. Saturn Tubes, can Jared, the Subway guy, make a comeback? No, I think he's done. Super Hans, legal age in Japan is 14. Mike Thomas, Boogie2988, blew a fat load all over whale on Cosmos. TTOMZ, Monday Matt just uploaded literally anything since he wants views. We got about 5 more of these. Hentai Senpai, too much soy on screen. M, late to stream, but Jimothy Metokur, are you bullying a young man for having some nut in his mouth when you had 2 in your eyes? Fair point, M. Point taken. David Supernor, I'm at work, so archive this, you degenerate. Yeah, for people that want to watch this later on, it will be backed up and put on to Hal's channel. So if you want to watch this later on, it will be on Hal's channel. I'll put a link up to that later. Joe J, make sure this money gets to Matt's family after the FBI sees those tweets. Jason Weaver, stop doing these bullshit super chat streams and bullshit with your actual chat again. But you just paid me $5, so... And Kate Arenal, there's no cock like horse cock. Bad Jim. I will get to the rest of the chats later on. But let's take a look at somebody had mentioned that Mundane Matt had a friend of Mundane Matt, somebody he had gone to film school with, had done an interview talking about Matt. Now, I do not want to watch this entire fucking thing because it is 50 minutes long. But let's see if we can find some time codes. Just give me a second to pull this up. For people interested, if you want to watch the whole thing, it's called Mundane Matt's Former Friend Tells All, and it is on the YouTube channel of DrumR828. And apparently they interviewed somebody by the name of Michael, a former friend and business associate of Matt. And they talk about Matt's past before YouTube and the current controversy surrounding his false flagging campaign and lies. So we'll listen to a little bit of it. If there's something good, we'll follow through with it. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next thing.
Hey there, how you doing?
Okay, what's up, man?
Not much. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to talk to you too, man. I got a comment from you in my Mundane Matt video, and you let me in on the fact that you actually attended film school with Mundane Matt.
Yeah, him and I met in 2005 when I returned back to school after having my kid.
Okay, wow.
I met him in school. We actually teamed up.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. We were pretty good friends for a while, and then the same shit you guys that you're seeing now. He started way back then. He was doing that.
Wow.
He'd come to my sets and just talk a lot of mad shit. And then you'd confront him. Oh, I didn't say shit. I didn't say anything.
So this is a dude that worked with Mundane Matt, went to school with Mundane Matt, and he's saying all the shit people are seeing online is the same shit he does in real life. He'll shit talk you and fuck with you. And then if you confront him on it, just like when he was confronted on stream, he denies any wrongdoing. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting.
Oh man! So to see this going down now it's pretty crazy. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it based on your comment. So just for the record, what film school was it that you attended with Matt?
Grossmont College. It's a little community college. Is that here in San Diego?
Oh, okay, San Diego. Okay.
All right, you know what? Give me a second because this is really long. Give me 1 minute. Let me see if I can find some time codes for some good shit. If not, if somebody has the time codes, tweet them out at WeWasMetokur, and we'll come back to the video and we'll watch the time codes of the more interesting bits of what's going on in here. But yes, apparently people in real life that know Matt, okay, I want you to understand how extraordinary the fuck up Matt has done is. Not only are people outside of that sphere of YouTube talking about him, like he's gained a reputation now for the shit that he's done, but people in real life that know him have heard about his fuck up. And not only have they heard about it, they want to relate stories about how much of a fuck up he was when they knew him. That's how bad this is. Like, that's how extraordinary Matt's implosion is. That people in real life want to join in on the fun. People that he knew want to make fun of him and talk about what a retard he is. Oh, that is fucking harsh. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm gonna see if anybody was able to tweet out any time codes. Again, that's at WeWasMetokur. Can't use the account, but I can see if you send something. So let's see if we found anything, and then if not, you know, we'll move on to another thing. We'll come back to that another time. Oh shit! Somebody drew the picture. Okay, you know what? I'll pull that one up, and I will show that on stream in a second here. Holy shit! They actually found the girl from the church. People on Twitter have found this chick from the church. Oh, that's gonna lead to some funny shit. I'm just gonna say it right now. I could, oh god, people, yeah, a lot of people drew pictures of this. That's pretty good. I'll pull that one up too. I will share these in one moment. Oh, more tweets. Oh, this is looking bad for Matt. What is going on here? All right, I'm not seeing any time codes, chat. I'm sorry. I'm sure the video is interesting. I know there's probably good shit in there. but I just didn't have time ahead of time to time code all this stuff. So again, if you want to see it, you saw it pulled up on screen. It's Mundane Matt's Former Friend Tells All, and that's on Drummer 828's channel. Go check it out and enjoy that. Let's take a look at some of these images some of the artists have drawn. Pull that full screen, and then that one too. Okay, all right, we got a few things. We'll put up. Will this do this? I think so. All right, that's our first picture. There's our church leader demanding that Matt impregnates her, and there he is in his soy boy shirt. It's very well done. It's beautiful. Thank you very much. We've got another one. Go forth, Mundane Matt, and a little girl screaming, "Oh God, please no." It's again wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Let's see if this one shows up. All right, somebody was tweeting these out, so they're saying they're some rape tweets from Matt. "'Tis the night before Christmas, and everyone on Facebook is talking about holiday stuff while I research the brutal rape of a 15-year-old. This image offends me to the core of my being. Rape is a two-way street, bitch. This image offends me to the core of my being. Rape is a two-way street, bitch. They'll rape you like Jackson raped..." Okay, that's not important. "Well, the slaves do at least. I don't expect them to enjoy being raped. I'm nowhere near being spoiled. I wish you luck in college. I hope you don't get raped." It's always a nice one to throw out there. "Dear Victoria Jackson, I really hope you were never raped and your evil, hate-filled uterus is never infected with a bastard spawn whore." It's a little bit harsh, Matt. "Dear Victoria Jackson, I really hope you were never raped and your evil, hate-filled uterus is never infected with a bastard spawn whore." And then finally, "I doubt you really beat bitches off with a stick. I'm pretty sure you'd be pretty much happy with a belly full of cum. Try it." You got to get that semen out there. Gotta share that with the masses. Oh, Matt, what are you doing? Oh God. Okay. Well, hopefully somebody can get some time codes on the video, read a few more super chats, and then we'll jump to the next thing. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying not to miss anybody here. Hopefully I don't. Okay, I see a lot of shit talk of Bunty. That's good. That's good. Okay, there's a cucumber one. All right, almost there. Sorry, I'm just making my way through here. All right, we'll go through these quick, and then I've got some interesting speculation about Kraut and T and David Sherratt when it comes to the gay ops that were run. A little bit of an angle, I think, might have been overlooked. An accidental, perhaps, conversation between some key players and somebody tangentially related to it that adds some more insight into what the motivation behind all of that might have actually been. So we'll get to that, but let me hit these first. Daystar Creations, look at Jarbo the Hutt, his new channel. Rando number 9, to be fair, you need to watch all seasons of Rick and Morty and browse Reddit 24/7 to appreciate Matt's sense of humor. TTOMZ is Matt the George Costanza of real life, although George got pussy. Ooh, harsh but fair. Jack Dirac 3. Old Bones, the academic Jeff Holiday will defend Matt's honor. Ronson, fuck the flowers, give her purple hearts. Iron Wolf Spear, I just thought about this, but he had a kid, rip. Crimson Mile, quit Christianity because they were too bigoted about knife-wielding rapists. Male feminist ally Matt, hashtag me too. 4, honey, get my 12 gauge. People talking about the vote earlier on. Mason Slate, Jason Blaha is like the worst DSP. He's full of crap. Quite dense. YouTube shut down a bunch of Syrian channels. Unaware of that happening. Cody, take my super chat virginity gem. Wreck it only you can. Lich 109, can we take a look at the Quarry King series, 7 clicks to Hitler? Bob Dobbs, do you think anyone will ever successfully dox you? Probably. YouTube official, call me friend Riley Paul Woods. Okay. Call my friend Riley Paul Woods a tranny. Fucker, thanks. From YouTube official, interesting. Didn't know Google was getting into the super chat game. Johnny McIver, drew your pictures you talked about. I think we just looked at that. Alphonse Beltran, anybody else read the comments about Mundane Matt looking like a thumb? Yeah, I've seen quite a few of those. Trump Nation, CBS CEO Moonves resigns amid new allegations of sexual misconduct. Is anybody surprised at this point? HTRTU, Matt actually said once that he was bullied a lot in school. I think he said it on the kill stream shortly before he got buried. Guess it is a miracle that he didn't become a spreetard. Speaking of which, Couch Cuck video when? It is coming. Chris 2 Hikari, version with rage from the CWC hit single, I Want a Girlfriend. Convoluted, have you heard about the H3H3 freemium cancer game yet? Every skeptic content creator is up their ass and won't dare talk about it. No, I don't pay attention to him, so I don't know what he's doing. Follow God's path or feel Tesla's wrath. Nines is best girl. Bow Wow, you excited for Red Dead 2, Jim? Yes, I am. Channel 5 Action News, are you surprised Netflix made an entire cuckolding story from the Punisher series? Also, the show Big Mouth. Trump Nation, man arrested after knife attack in Paris, wounds 7. Well, that's just part and parcel of living in Paris now, isn't it? Philip Skopek, hey Jim. Well, hello to you. TTOMZ, why is the internet all me versus you now and no longer fun? It's always been like that, and that's part of the fun. Connor Potoff, grave news, Jim. Boogie has managed to manifest a subspecies of humanoid spliced with a genome from Boulder and mundane fats tissue cells. They've begun colonizing my planet and gorging themselves with rock and flesh. Save me. Tuba Lizards, if you liked Marco Polo on Netflix, read The Journeyer by Gary Jennings. Much better than the show. Lich109, Matt also had a video called Why I'm Okay with Doxing and Let's Talk About YouTube Drama and Why I'm Leaving It Behind. Maybe he should have held off on leaving it behind, considering he seems to be at the center of it on a near daily basis for the last 2 weeks. Organized Chaos, how gay is Jeff Holiday? I don't know. He did show his dildo collection once, and there are like 100 of them. Commodus X, keep an eye on anti-bully mentions. The art you wanted is coming. Hans Handsome, rubs hands together, smacks lips. HH, what do you think of V's accusation of TRR and his apology afterwards? Are you talking about when V got screen caps? That what was it? Negro Joe, the flag god, had targeted him, and then Negro Joe, the flag god, showed his flag history on stream, and that was completely untrue. I I don't know why V would be listening to David Sherratt. But there are some weird coincidences. Now, I may be wrong on this, and perhaps I am. But wasn't the woman that helped facilitate his fundraising endeavor, the $10,000 that he raised for some chick, wasn't that Harambe Desserts? And isn't that the same chick that was involved in Kilroy? The same Kilroy that Matt and the other skeptics attended? It's weird how these names keep popping up, and relationships, they're all so incestuous and glad-handing. I don't know why V would pay attention to anything Shitrat has to say. I guess that's a fault in his character. But he did apologize. He was the only one who did. None of the other ones did. Jesse M., I can't believe you haven't covered the Tyranny Fury getting fired from a you're talking, okay. From the NASA internship for telling a Space Council member to suck her dick. Yeah, the tranny furry, they got fired because they ran off at the mouth at somebody who actually works at NASA. And then that person that works at NASA got a bunch of shit because of that. They're an idiot. The furry is an idiot. And who does that? Who gets a prestigious job and then insults the people that run the fucking business? That seems... they're going to have a bright future ahead of them. Rabid Colombian. If they were a couple, who would top, Trump or Putin? Obviously Putin. Gustav Viking, continue to do the Lord's work. Sweetie Squad. Producer Chris, Jim, you're not really Jewish, are you? Jim. Oh, clearly I am. Clearly I'm Ashkenazi. I go to the temple once a week, goy. Nicole Narrows, Jim, did you hear about Bettina Lancaster? No, I haven't. Quantum Tunneler, what happened to Hollowed Halls, Jim? I'm never doing any more of those. I've kind of moved away from that stuff. We'll read a few more. I'll get to the rest later. But I'm sure you're interested in the crowd shit, so we will get to that. We will get to that, chat. James, how much anime do you masturbate to daily, Jim? You weeb. I can't use the insult I want because Google won't let me send hate speech. That's Well, Google will let you send a lot of things if you've listened to any of the fucking super chats I've been reading. Just need to be a bit more creative, I guess. Colin Stevens, how are the Jesus. How are the weather wizards these days, Jim? I'm guessing they're doing fine. Jack Dirac, tell me why I'm stuck as a virgin with rage. Tell me why I need a cute girl my age. Tell me why I never want to hear you say, I have a boyfriend. Sounds so much better when Chris sings it. Hans Handsome, David Booth sacrificed everything. Fuck Kaepernick. Clarence Green, I want you to make a video on the shit shows about Opie and Anthony, but it's a huge task. I don't know where to start. Check out Beige Frequency and Porcelain. Read 5 more here and then we're going to jump to the next thing. Retard, for being so mundane, he sure is degenerate. Siri, say my name. Am I doing it right? Why does it keep sending, I'm not sure what you're saying, sending money. Xylon asked before with $2, not sure if it let you see it, or if I need to donate more. Have you seen Ghost from True Capitalist Radio spurging about you? Yeah, I read that earlier. I feel like a lot of people don't know who Ghost is, or what True Capitalist Radio is. Yes, I have seen. Okay, 2 more and we're done for a minute here. Electric Boogaloo V2, he had a crazy cat man laugh, and then finally Trump Nation. Osaka claims U.S. Open title after Serena meltdown. Yeah, a couple people have been talking about the Serena Williams meltdown. I'll have to take a look at that. But now, let me pull this up, and it's going to take me a minute to do it. But I think it's worth going over. It is a conversation that took place between 2 people related to Kraut. So let me see if I can find this. Okay. All right, and then let me pull this up. It should do it. Hopefully this is going to show. Got to pull it up on my suspended Twitter account, but luckily it's saved, so it should be good. Window capture. Yep, okay, here we go. Let's read this. I think this might give some insight into some background, and it's kind of interesting. This is between Wizard of Cause and David Shitrat. The conversation begins on the 29th in the middle of a comment chain, but let's just listen to what they say. You're one to talk. It's funny how both of you fucked yourselves by tongue-clicking when good advice was offered. Difference is with him, he took others down with him, and this is in reference to Kraut, and in place of an apology for what happened to me, he instead lamenting losing his shit. David responds, how did I fuck myself? Unlike you, I'm not worried about YouTube drama fucking my finances over. I did shit my way, and the skeptics are burned to the ground. The alt-right is dying, and I can leave this whenever I want. How's your way going for you, oh wise one? Now this is the interesting bit. Shall we revisit when you were frantic about your lady friend? The place this all began. The help you begged me for. The way I told you directly not to bring that reckless imbecile in, and how he fucked that all up. I had nothing to do with his crusade, and my shit died for it. The reckless imbecile I believe he's referring to is Kraut. And I think what Nick is saying here, what Wizard of Cause is saying, is the gay Discord ops was started by David Sharat because of some woman. David Sharat, the incel, the man going his own way, David Shitrat, started a YouTube war against the skeptics in the alt-right because of some woman that scorned him. That stuff is in the past. That was a fuck-up, but it was a lost cause before it even started. It's ended, and I'm better off for it. You joined the server. You wanted to burn alt-righters as much as anyone. And I remember you talking about how you should use Kraut as a weapon. That wasn't why I joined. I was done with this shit in the first round, primarily because of that imbecile's personal army attitude and dumb decisions. When I joined that server, it was because I thought it was just where my friends were hanging out. I had no interest in a crusade. Okay. So there was a lot of speculation that the gay Discord ops were the end result of some black guy wanting to fuck Rage, and because she didn't want to fuck him, it started a skeptic war where she got driven off the internet. That was a theory that was out there. I didn't really cover it, but that was a theory that was out there. But I've never heard the theory that David Shitrat is the one that started all of this, and that he and the others were using Kraut because apparently they all view Kraut as a fucking retard. Just take that in for a minute. This entire group of people thinks Kraut is a fucking moron, and that he can be used as a weapon. They probably don't even give a shit about him. He's just some disposable fucking tool. He's just the dumb asshole they point as an attack dog at somebody else. They wanted a face on the attack. But who is the woman that Shitrat and Wizard of Cause are talking about? What started this fucking holy war with the alt-right and the skeptic community? That seems like a fucking story that people might want to dig into. That there might be a whole nother side to this that nobody knew about. And that it centers around David Shitrat, of all people, being the sole fucking cause of all of this. And that Kraut was basically a useful idiot to a group of people that don't have very much respect for him in the first place. That's fucking embarrassing. If I were Kraut, I'd be embarrassed to be treated like a fucking tool that can be thrown away at a whim. To be referred to as a fucking imbecile and an attack dog. Oh, the state of these people. And to have that conversation so fucking openly, it's kind of stunning, really. And in that comment chain, all the YouTube academics were talking. There was one species and all the other ones, so they all fucking saw the conversation. Do you think anybody told Kraut, hey, everybody's calling you a fucking moron that's usable? Or do you think they didn't inform him of that particular tweet chain? I see a lot of people speculating it was Lauren Southern. So is that what this is? Because she was on the target list. Let's come up with a new theory, chat. Here's my theory. David Shitrat had a crush on Lauren Southern, and Lauren Southern told his incel ass to fuck himself. And because he got turned down by Lauren Southern, David Shitrat decided he wanted to start a war with the alt-right and with anybody associated with the alt-right, because he got his heart broken. That's why her name was on the list. That's why skeptics were somewhat tangentially related. David Shitrat sold them a bill of false goods by convincing them it was something other than what it was. Petty revenge against a girl that wouldn't fuck him. David Shitrat started an internet war because some chick didn't want to touch his penis. Is that sound about right, chat? Is that the deepest lore on this shit? So, yeah, I mean, David Shitrat couldn't get pussy, so he started an internet war, and then he looked for the dumbest skeptic he could find, which I guess he concluded was Kraut, because Kraut, as they refer to, is a fucking idiot imbecile, and they used him as a tool, and they continue to use him as a tool, all because David wanted his petty revenge. And he said there, I'm happy. I burned the skeptics and the alt-right to the ground. I can do whatever I want now. I win. David Shitrat got his heart broken and started an internet war, and nobody took notice until he started talking about it a little bit more openly. And I think Wizard of Cause has the right take on this, by the way. He doesn't want any part of these fucking people. I don't blame him. I don't blame Nick one bit. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near this shit. Oh, I like the nicknames, chat. I see the nicknames you're coming up with for Lauren Southern in this internet drama. Lauren of Soy instead of Helen of Troy. That works well. But yeah, I kind of want to dig on that now. I kind of want to look into this a little bit more because it gives a little more perspective on where this all came from. God, poor Kraut. He's like the dumb kid that got used by a bigger, dumber kid to do his dirty work. I wonder if he's fucking aware. Oh, the lore on this just never ends. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you liked that. Somebody clued me into that, and I went to take a look, and I was like, okay, that's actually fairly interesting. So we've had some fun shitting on skeptics. We've had some fun looking at their goofy, dumb shit. We've had some fun coming to the realization that maybe a majority of the skeptic community that helped Kraut, and Kraut himself, were basically used by a fucking incel SJW to get revenge because a girl wouldn't suck his dick. And how foolish that must make them look. All of them, like Kraut and Waz and all the other ones, who basically joined for what they thought was another reason, but was really the fact that David Shitrat couldn't get some pussy. That you got used like a bunch of fucking chumps in some incel's revenge plot on the internet. Oh, how embarrassing. All those YouTube academics with their PhDs who thought they were fighting the good fight for science. Nope, it's just because somebody couldn't get a piece of pussy. That's why you're there. It's all because he's upset Lauren Southern wouldn't touch his penis. Oh, the absolute state of your community. Oh, that's embarrassing. That is fucking embarrassing. All right, thank you all for coming out. We had a nice solid stream, I think. I'm going to read the rest of the super chats. I'm going to come up with a little graphic to break it. But if you were just here for the stream, if you don't want to stick around for the super chats, this is your time to jump. I will read through the rest and answer the questions and talk about whatever we're going to talk about. And then I will upload, like I said, this stream later on up on Hal's channel. So you can watch it there if you want to rewatch it. Thank you again for coming out, and we will jump into the super chats in just 1 minute. Let me go grab a drink. I'm getting a bit dehydrated here, and then we'll read through them. Okay, I am back. We will get through these. As another aside, though, and I'd like to bring this up because I think it's important. Recently, David Shitrat had accused the Ralph Retort of running a doxing server by posting up select screen caps, and convinced V and everybody else that that was true, and they all went on a tirade about it. It was later revealed that the people they were blaming, were talking about it after it happened, and showed their flag histories, and they were clean. It's interesting, though, isn't it, that David was the one that put those screen caps up. Because if David was using petty revenge as a motivation to go after Lauren Southern and got a bunch of dumb skeptics to do his dirty work, it looks like he did the same thing again. He put up a bunch of bullshit screen caps and got another group of dumb skeptics, like V and others, to go do his dirty work. So basically, he made V Kraut 2.0. And V went on to look like a fucking retard on stream and had to make an apology video. Just some food for thought on that particular situation. I don't know why these skeptical skeptics on YouTube aren't skeptical of the incel that basically is angry people won't play with his penis and take him at face value. All right, let me see where did we leave off here? From Colin Stevens, Bunty Queen raped my goats. Steve Bannon, you forgot to add the amazing atheist to the list of skeptic lolcows. He shoved bananas up his ass and poured hot oil onto his genitals. Max Johnson, I did the scenario you asked for with the Moses and Matt on the visitor post on your Facebook page. It's not much, but it gets the message across. Thank you very much, Max. And thank you to the other artists that drew that picture for me. They all look fantastic. It's good shit. Clever username, find her name, lol. It looks like people have already looked her up and the church, so we'll find out where that leads. Jessica Eustace, first Matt, then V. We need one more kill on a kill stream to complete the ritual. Jim, who could be the next target or anyone you'd like to see go down? These people self-destruct. You don't need you act like you have to go out and do it. They bring themselves to you and then implode. Colin Stevens, Bunty eats cream pied wizard sleeve. Oof. Energy's X on V, they have a 9x9 thread, so I asked Jim, what are your top 9 favorite games of all time? Fuck. In no particular order. There are going to be a lot of PlayStation games, by the way. Brigandine. Brigandine is fucking amazing. Xenogears, really good game. Let's see. Silent Hill 1 and 2, I guess. So what was that? We're up at 4. I'm gonna go with. Oh fuck. Let's see. What games did it? Legend of Legaia. Grandia would be up there. Final Fantasy Tactics would be up there. I don't know what number I'm on. And then one of the PS2 Ace Combat games, because those are fucking amazing. That gives you a general idea. Oh, and Front Mission 4, I think, would be one of my favorites out of that series. Jorga Mundo 7, every story involving VidCon ends in stupidity. AK-47 in your face. Liberating, there is little doubt in my mind Bunty got pegged by this chick. Lich 109, Matt talks about how he was screwing that church girl, yet he put out a video called Why the Purity Pledge is a Lie, where he's the opposite. Sandberg, Matt told me on Hangouts once that he has your phone number. Did you kids like to swap recipes, or is there another lie straight from the horse's mouth? I have never given my phone number to anyone on the internet. The only person I've actually ever talked to on the phone was Adam Baldwin. And that was for an interview on some radio show. Punished Creepworks, this just in, trash YouTuber is a cuck. In other news, the sky is blue. Digger John, he's the alpha beta. 3x4 architecture, your positivity video autoplayed about 4 months ago, and I've been nauseous ever since. That's good shit. You can thank Lotex for that, because a good majority of the... when people say, like, pause my egg hole, all that shit goes back to the article that was on the front page. Way back in the day. Enlightened Apple Factory fanboy. Good evening, Jim. First, Bunty King gets tossed in a fountain, then used to break a table. He's being cucked by Suge Knight. Rip Boogie. Boogie dies every day. Goddamn. The God Emperor. Can we make him transition to a woman? He doesn't deserve to be associated with the male gender and sex. Stalin did nothing wrong. New tweets are up on Kiwi Farms. Clausen, Lord of Virulence. No wonder she loves getting dicked by someone else. He has no self-respect. Bunty King is now Bunty Cuck, bending the knee to the feminy. M43OD, extrapolating from this Bunty's revelation. Consider this the mainstream calls the healthy masculinity. There's nothing healthy about his mindset. It's a terrible way to look at relationships. Colin Stevens, Jim, look for Bunty's new video on YouTube. It's called This Is How You Force a Cow to Produce Milk in Africa. That about sums him up in every way. For posterity, but Jim, Psychology Today said that women having boyfriends along with a relationship was natural before the repression of society. Everybody loves my wife's boyfriend. Spud Nux, guy cucking him is the Pat the Ginger Manlet from SPFP. Is that true? The guy that was cucking him is Pat the Ginger Manlet from SBFP. R. Jeffrey 14, he wants her to be his queen because he is a kang. Kiwi Farms, this is why most Pidgeots just stick to show boobs on vagine. Connor Potoff, y'all think Bunty is trolling? No, I don't. J-Woke John Key, nothing dries a pussy up more than this subservient shit. Jack Durack, Bunty is not trolling, this is genuine. This is not a comedy routine, even though it should be. Natless Warren, many thanks to you, Mr. Metokur, sir, for lulz. Also for Oodles, for such a stupid super chat that's not worth more. Shy hugs. Fig Bat Denick, she got that Fig Bat Digger Nick. It's CJ, not Jamal. Well, whoever was cucking him was basically tapping that ass in a way he couldn't. Puppet Pal Clem, Bunty King eats cream pies. Trump Nation has tweeted me something in Arabic that I cannot read. Alfonso Beltran, Jim, remember when the term being gay was an unquestionable negative and universal insult? How long before being a cuck is no longer a bad thing and we start holding cuck pride parades? How long, Jim? I do not have a great hope for the future. Alfonso. Joey Jojo, their face when I'm a big black bull in an incel's body. Super Hans, Keem is in the chat. Dances with Metroids, you can't fix the whore, but you can fix soy. Goaty McPimp, Jim press J to go back 10 seconds and L to go forward 10 seconds on YouTube. Not really related, but it'll change your life. Waz Philipropes, Philuprobots, there we go. Jesus Christ, Bunty, no. Oh my god, I need a hot shower. There's not enough hot soap to get clean after that shit. Alexian, more degenerate furry videos, please. Clarence Green, Bunty could be throwing degenerates off rooftops, taking women, but instead he was born in Canada, prepping bowls and groveling. Shake my damn head. I don't know why he would make that video. It's not a good look. When you have to keep telling people how great you eat pussy and how great you are as a fuck, but the woman that you're talking about, the one that you were supposedly giving the pipe to, you're laying the pipe down real hard with her, is more interested in another guy, makes your claim seem doubtful. Doesn't look so good. Bartimus 5, the Bunty video caused me physical pain. Welcome to the club. Josh Perkins, thank you. Amazing 1985, this is why India got conquered by every invading army. This coming from an Indian. The Highwayman, this is a 13-minute video of a dude who has no understanding of women. This is some sad shit. Daniel Smith, this is me throwing good money after bad money to let Jim know that I'm confident he'll be a good father for mine and Jade's kid. Shalom, buddy. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Mikhail Mansbridge, to be honest, Canada is filled with hoes. Lots of dumb hoes. Sincerely, an Albertan. Party Elms V, are Canadians genetically predisposed to cuckery? Or to cuckoldry? It would seem that way, wouldn't it? Ramal Lamphy, I bet when he fingers, it's like playing Clitar Hero. He said he was more of a pussy eater, so I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's spelling out, he's spelling out letters, right? That old gem. Midri and Emery's, Bunty is the most fantastic lover ever. His right hand tells him that all the time. His left is totally jealous. Seriously, he means it. Euler 108, please put him down. This is sad. Amazing 1985, I'll tell you why this happened. It's because there's too much matriarchy and focus on marriage instead of bettering oneself in Indian culture. I know. Ghost Fail came in late. Was Bunty's girlfriend blacked or bleached? That's a good question. I don't know. Chat, you want to help us out on this? Was Bunty King, who was the bull that cucked him? Chat. Press 1 if he was, okay. Press 1 if she was blacked. Press 2 if she was bleached. Let's poll the audience, see what they think. Okay, the numbers are starting to come in. I'm going to give it a second. We'll see what the conclusion of the chat is. It's pretty evenly split down the middle, I'm going to be honest. I'm seeing a lot of ones, and I'm seeing a lot of twos. People don't know, is he blacked or bleached? I'm going to let you in on a secret, chat. It was a mixed race bull. He was mulattoed. The option was 3 that you were looking for. You've all fallen into my trap. Lich 109, if you want worse videos than Bunty's video, just check out Matt's Purity Pledge video. I don't know, maybe we will. If I can get through these super chats and we've got a little bit of time, we'll take a look. Slow Z, I got an interview with Ross. Where do I show you it? Just tweeted at We Was Metokur. Account is suspended, but I can see what you tweet. Well, Majitic, I went out with a woman my sister worked with who couldn't have kids. Wore condoms anyway. We broke up. 6 months later, she was pregnant. Wear condoms. Good advice. Will might be onto something. Sweet forward, Mundane Fat is guilty of bad headspacing. The charge is 10 years of irrelevancy. Commissar Warder, there seems to be a correlation between the skeptics and sexual deviance. Are you noticing that too? Are you noticing that too? Because I've kind of noticed a similar trend. A little bit of a similar trend. Where there seems to be weird sexual shit related to all of them. I think, if I remember right, Sargon had a video where his wife was angry that he was flirting with a tranny. And I think Short Fat Otaku has talked on Twitter about fucking trannies. And then you've got Matt with, I guess, rape allegations and Bunty getting cucked. And I think, is Jeff Holiday in like an open relationship? And again, the only two that seemingly have escaped unscathed in their own cocooned safe space away from these fucking people would be Shoe on Head and Armored Skeptic. Okay. Salacious Nicator. I guess Matt isn't Alfarius. Natalist Warren, all hail the blue whale, please. Yerman Box. Weird how incels like Cuck King and Chris Chan always have or always want to have daughters. That's a good observation, but yes, you are correct. Enrico, I'm high as hell and came into the cuck. Dead. Akira Joker Kurusu, how did the cucking video go under the radar? I don't know. Somebody sent it into the the kill stream on the Ralph Retorts channel, and they watched it there. Somebody came across it. Again, they have a lot of gold buried in their accounts. I just think people haven't taken the time to look through. Vokun Do Dinku? Honestly, I'd stick my meat stick in Shoe's hot pocket. Bruce Wayne, is your dog safe with Jade in the house? I have a little bell on its collar, so he doesn't get turned into lunch, Bruce. Fucking Watt, have a shekel, love you, Daddy Jim. For posterity, today is the 19 years since the North American Dreamcast release and Terry Davis running over the glow in the dark. Little moment in history. Patrick's crazy, new place. Hey man, new to the stream, love your vids. Did you find out who got your channel pulled? Nope, speculation is still in the air on that. Groovy Snake, turn off that pesky cock block. Whirlwind, watch Thick News 12 episode 1, or I'm sorry, season 1, episode 6 by Fruity Fresh Films. I'll throw that up one more time for you. It's called Thick News 12, season 1, episode 6 by Fruity Fresh Films. Not sure what it is, but there you go. Lou V, all of Matt's underage girls thought it's weird, especially since he has a daughter. Child Protective Services, anyone. Liam, well, now we know why he was for Jay Gunn. Anon delivers, hey Jim, hope you're having a good weekend. Just wanted to know, when are you going to tell us what your kink is? I think you already asked this one. That will be in the Deviant series. I'm not done with it just yet. Thyre Carver, thanks for the big lulls that keeps getting better. Have a shot of Popoff on me. Thank you, but I'll convert that into Kharkov because I like paint thinner. Dan Man, Serena Williams is a man. Change my mind. I'm not taking that bet. Brian Dawkins, I have not been laid in 10 years. Please advise how to get sluts. Well, Brian, I would suggest that you look at what the skeptics do and then do the fucking opposite of it, because that will put you closer to pussy than anything else could. Commodus X, your art is done. Check anti-bully mentions. I will do that. Fatal Endo 21, keep up the good work, man. Half-boiled hero. Hey, Jim, how do you feel about greasy spikes? I'm guessing there's a joke there, but I'm not getting it. Recovery Anonymous, destroy CRP for talking bad about you. He's an annoying boomer with no original thoughts. Yeah, somebody had said he didn't like the most recent video. Whatever. They're YouTube videos. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. You know, what are you gonna do? They're YouTube videos. Not everything's gonna be the best shit on earth. Alexander Pushushkin, have a wonderful day. Party Almsvi, #1 stream on trending page, boys. Suck it, Google. Yo, Riccaroni, did you see how frustrated Fernando backpedaled on his stance on Battlefield 5? No, I have not. Matt Smart, David Jones is a super gay. The corporate moose, who's your favorite, Alex Jones or Francis E. Declan? Oh, fuck, Francis E. Declan, hands down. Jones is funny, but Francis is next level shit. Rocket and Sano, people can't seem to stop saying everything on their minds like some weird form of Tourette syndrome. Stalker Quiet, Gas Canada, Gas Europe, Gas Australia, Walmart nationalism now. Spawn Freak Jim, I just want to say for the record, Polly the Polar Bear did and said nothing wrong. Hashtag justice for Polly. Soilless Matt, leave me alone, Jim. Let me taste my own man juice in peace. Trump Nation, can you confirm your authorship of the New York Times anonymous editorial? I'm not even familiar with that, but I'm sure it's probably something of interest. I'll go. I don't really read the fucking New York Times, so doubtful I'd be writing for them. September Clues, #1 on trending. Bet that Russell some boulders. VAWBC carry, if you're suspended, we can't tweet to you. You can put the username into it. Crondome Drummer 828 in chat. Nice to have him there. Again, that's a channel that has the interview. I've got a few more here, and then we're getting close to the end. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody here. Okay, Tavi Edwards, thanks for all the great vids and content, Jim. You're welcome. Francis Strong, hey, Jim, can you please tell us one of your secret channels that nobody knows about? Well, that would defeat the purpose of it being secret, Francis. Demand of Stuff, any thoughts on Kraut's pro-Nazi Facebook page? No, I don't. I have not seen that. Mason Slate, does Jim only read $5 chats? If so, I've wasted $7. Well, not because I'm helping cure his cancer AIDS, but still. No, I try to read every one of them. Like the one directly above you from Bradley Kuntz for $2. My favorite channel, Keep It Up, Jim. Ruben, would you call Mundane Matt the Chris Chan of the skeptic crowd, or is there someone who's even worse? Well, we just did watch a 13 fucking minute video from Bunty King where he talked about a woman fucking another guy. So, I don't know. It's going to be a toss-up. Mater Wellen, hey Jimbo, you should check out ER's vids. They're pretty great and you'll get a kick out of them. I watch his vids. I'm aware of his channel. That's why when somebody said earlier that the commentary community was trying to fuck with them, that'll be amusing because he will fucking destroy them. Jacob Siegel, I'm late. What did Mundane Matt do? Jacob, he was part of the Great Boulder Heist of April. The Bone Zone, listen to The Bone Zone every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. Mason Slate, oh wait, never mind, he just read it. I have school to pay for. I can't be spending money like this. Fuck. Zed Tango, have you watched the Kavanaugh hearing, Jim? They are great for a laugh. No, I haven't had a chance. Johnny McIver, lol, my drawing was actually a different one. Weirdness merch on IG. Natlin, Rip Terry Davis, he's now running CIA Nibbers over in the Great Beyond. From Sweet Forward, thank you, Jim. This was fun. I'm glad you had a good time. Space Shank, 14,000 watching. Spoonie bragged about 600. LOL. Okay, I don't know. Where is this? I lost my spot now. Oh, Yosemite Sam, you can't end the stream without playing the new Baked Alaska rap. Okay, can somebody in stream link that to me? Goddamn, 10,000 of you are sticking around for super chats. All right, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna go. We're gonna do it. We're going to fucking watch the Baked Alaska rap. Somebody link it to me on Twitter at Metokur, and we will watch. Somebody earlier on mentioned a Purity Pledge video from Mundane Matt. We'll watch that too. Fuck it. So if you guys can send me the links on or at Metokur on Twitter, I will play them on the stream. Let me just get through the rest of these. Trevor Metvir, love you, Daddy Jimbo. Metokurstein, deport all Nigers and Kaikis. Trying to get around that spelling, are ya? Google is cracking down on that. Huey Long, I think David Shitrat was dating that ex-Muslim chick that threatened to bomb you, Jim. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's all interrelated, isn't it? Problematic White Knight, I'm willing to bet Lauren Southern was the one who cucked Bunty King. Once a coal burner, always a coal burner. Willow Run, #1 trending live. Sweet Forward, Crowd is a weaponized autist. Laugh my ass off. HCRTU, first baked, then JF, now this. When will they learn? Women ruin everything. From O0, they were all using each other as disposable for their own loosely related personal vendettas. Commissar Warder, always trust a merchant to fuck things up. B98K Finnegan, press 1 if Kraut is a shekel European. It's a new one to me. Fresh Whole Milk, the lady friend may be Spino's Qatari ex-girlfriend. Veggie Bad, is this Kraut situation Kojima's newest game? It could be, right? With all the fucking twists and turns? Connor Potoff, Father, don't leave us again. Sweet Forward, oh, I already read that one. But again, thank you. Akaden, Jim should join Ghost on the Capitalist Radio. That'd probably be fun. He's a funny guy. Connor Potoff, we have spent our last rations, Jim. I fear Boogie and the Boulder people have fully taken our front line. If there is a God, there is SOS Godspeed. B98K Finnegan, what kind of bundle of sticks spends $100 dues on a super chat? Nice sidestepping of the filter they put in place. Zebra House, did you hear Tonka defend Kraut on Tommy C's stream saying he didn't do, or did you hear Tonka defend Kraut on Tommy C's stream saying he didn't run a doxing server? No, because I don't fucking watch Tommy C. But I am aware people have told me Tonka is defending Kraut quite a bit. Good luck. I'm sure it's a good luck. Trump Nation, can we please end this video with a video of Serena Williams spurging out after being penalized for cheating? The chat wants it. Again, if you guys want to see this stuff, you got to link it to me at Metokur on Twitter. Almost at the end of the super chats, and we will watch some stuff. Adan, why, or Metokur, why did you leave religion? I didn't leave it. I just became indifferent to it. It's a long story. Nobody wants to hear the story. Especially when we've got more entertaining things to watch. Mike R., I generally like you, but how can you hang out with ex-con, broke 500-pound, has-been clown with Down syndrome girlfriend, like Ralph? Well, Ralph has entertaining streams. It's pretty simple. Night Stalkers Gaming, here's a picture of a catfish. Thanks, Jim. Dagman, Mundane Matt is un pajaro y la gusta pinga? I butchered that, I'm sure. Ignatius Cray, Jim, have you ever played or heard about the Front Mission 5 fan translation? That series is amazing and it doesn't get enough love. I think it was, I'm trying to remember now. I think it's Classic Game Room had a Japanese PS2, and I think they did a review of it. I don't know, but I love fucking Front Mission. But I'm not going to order a Japanese PS2. Trump Nation, Ruth Boogie Ginsburg died. A great loss for our country. He will lie in state for a week-long funeral like John McCain. Sergeant Scotty, are you looking forward to the Ace Combat 7? Yes, I am. Akatan, when will Jim confront Ghost on True Capitalist Radio? I'm not going to. Ghost is great. Sebri, I'm an incel, and even I cringed at the cuck. You know, something's wrong when an incel can tell what you're doing is wrong with a woman. Yeah, it's the lack of... it's just not manly. Don't let yourself get cucked and then beg her to come back to you. That just is... it's a bad look. Too many accounts. Seed money for your trip to acquire that that Thai ladyboy. Almost at the end here. Almost, guys, and then we'll get to the videos. Spud Canucks, if I recall correctly, Bunty was after Peach Salvia, who's Pat's girlfriend. I don't know anything about that, so I couldn't comment on it. But if she starts tweeting out laughing about him being a cuck, well, no. The Orange Cow, do you plan on doing a stream on Resetera still? The stream was great, but I needed my NeoGAF 2.0 fix. Yeah, I will eventually get to that. But with all the Matt shit going on and the other stuff, I just wanted to talk about that. John Moss Demerbras, what happened to Bunty? What's the full story? You can find it if you go onto YouTube and look up I Am a Cuck by Bunty King, and the follow-up video he did called I Am Not a Cuck by Bunty King, where he gets angry at the comments that were calling him a cuck. Trump Nation, a moment of silence for a lost American hero. John McCain's tumor will be remembered as a war hero and for defeating the enemy. Lady Cat Chew lets skeptics cuck her and has some weird BDSM relationship. Caleb Lambright, why wasn't I notified? Missing a Jim stream, damn. Dusty G, have you hugged it out with the Honey Badger crew yet? I think Karen has a thing for you. I have nothing for her or the Honey Badger crew. I know they're waiting on my essays, but they can keep fucking waiting. White Slave Owner, Mister Metokur, would you consider going on to No White Guilt channel? Would make for a great stream. I don't think I've watched their stuff, so I don't know. I'll check it out and take a look after stream. Veritax, late as fuck, but thought I'd worn off. Two more super chats and then we're into the videos. Late as fuck, but thought I'd sworn off anime over a year ago. Finally watched Steins Gate. It's one of the best things to come out of the medium. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about it. I haven't personally seen it. I know there's some games around it too. I don't know. When I get the time, maybe I'll sit down and watch some. And then finally, Sorrow Spell. Have I missed anything good? Well, potentially, depending on how you define good. All right, let's pull this up. I will pull up Twitter, see if somebody sent me the links like I asked, and if they did, we'll watch some fucking videos. So give me one moment. Oh my god, is this his fucking music video? Okay, all right. We got the new video from Baked Alaska we'll be taking a look at. Oof. A lot of people were on top of this. Okay, all right, let me get this up for the chat. This is the new music video, the new rap song from Baked Alaska called Trump is My President. And it's blowing up the charts right now, guys. It's sitting at 3,000 views. So let's go take a look at the hottest song in the fucking nation. Trump is My President.
Yeah. It's taking so long.
Oh, and by the way, I'm going to have to interrupt this while we watch it to make it fair use commentary. Just so you know, but here we go.
For us to get to this point. But we won. We are going to make America great again. Yeah. The liberals are crying, 'cause we never stopped fighting. Started on the Trump train, and now we're all flying.
It's not even lip synced properly. Look at this. Watch his lips as this auto-tuned shit is playing. It's not even properly lip synced.
Fighting, started on the Trump train, and now we're all flying. Never look behind us, we were deaf to the bias. We took a leap of faith at a Trump state, 'cause we always knew that it would guide us. Now we're winning so much that we might get sick of winning, but I don't think so. And we're swimming to the top non-stop in the house while they're peeping in the window. And I didn't think we'd get this far, but now we elected our hero. And I didn't.
Is this motherfucker in the desert in a gold and black windbreak? Like, what the fuck is he wearing? Oh, this is painful. I don't know if I can sit through this whole thing. We'll watch a little bit more.
Didn't want to bring this up, but illegals, you gotta go. This is my president. 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 Trump is my president. Earned our stripes like Raja. Now we're screaming out.
Okay, this is fucking awful. This is just trash. Bakes, what are you doing? The auto-tuning sounds fucking awful. And your lyrics are shit. That was your chorus? You said this is my president 8 times? And then said Trump is the president? That's, oh god, it's fucking, it reminds me of, those, the little rich kids on YouTube that hire like a music producer to make them some shitty fucking auto-tuned music video? That's what this is, but instead of a little rich kid, it's a dog walker from California doing it. Ugh. Sad. That is sad. I'm sorry, chat, but that is depressing. That is fucking depressing. Yes, he was doing jumping jacks. He was doing jumping jacks. That was his hot dance moves. So he's giving you the best lyrics possible by saying, "This is my president" 18 fucking times. While he did jumping jacks for you. How white can he be? Could he get any whiter? Is it possible? Should he be called Bleached Alaska at this point? Maybe stop rapping auto-tuned? Maybe try country music, Baked. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, buddy. Okay. Somebody else suggested the Serena Williams clip. Well, I'll see if I can find that. We'll throw that up. I'll read the rest of the super chats, and then we will call it. Let me see if I can find this. So apparently she spurred the fuck out during a match because she got caught cheating, is what people said. That should be actually entertaining. Let's go take a look. All right. Just trying to pull the video up right now. All right, I don't know anything about this. I don't know how entertaining it's going to be. We'll give it a shot. If it's shit, we'll move on. But let's take a look. Should be up on screen. 2018 U.S. Open highlights: Serena Williams' dispute overshadows Naomi Osaka's final win.
Hesitation. Serena drifted back, and Osaka's lob just on the baseline. Carlos Ramos in the chair.
If he gives me a thumbs up, he's telling me to come on. We don't have any code, and I know you don't know that, and I understand why you may have thought that was coaching, but I'm telling you it's not. I don't cheat to win. I'd rather lose. I'm just letting you know.
It was a coaching violation. I guess it was a thumbs up, and Serena's setting him straight. That is not coaching. I don't cheat to win, I'd rather lose.
It's not something I do. But I could understand why you may have thought that, but just know I've never cheated.
I don't know. My initial impression on this, I don't think some dude giving her thumbs up is her getting coached. I mean, I actually can understand why that sounds fucking retarded to her. Is there more to this?
Okay, thank you, because I'm like, I don't cheat. Yeah, so thank you so much.
Another one does not want to give away the momentum that was so hard to win in the first place.
I was just going to say she's serving better this set, and then she had two double.
Okay, I don't want to get nailed for a copyright thing. Is there a particular fucking time? Remember, for the emotional exchanges between Williams and the umpire, who handed 3 violations, including a game penalty. Let's skip ahead a little and see what happens.
Oh my goodness, this is very unfortunate.
Are you kidding me? Because I said you're a thief. Because you stole a point from me. But I'm not a cheater. But why? But I told you to apologize to me. This is out. Excuse me, I need the referee. I don't understand that.
Serena's asking for the referee. Osaka was ready to serve at 4-3. It was hard to hear over the crowd, but Carlos Ramos said game penalty. We said.
Oh, so this is what it's about. Okay, so she's throwing a fucking tantrum because she doesn't like the ruling. Save that shit for after. Or talk to the ref, but yeah, I can see. Okay, all right, I see where this is going. I'm not a big tennis guy, so this doesn't really affect me. I'm sure there's funnier shit on the clip, but sorry. Sorry on that one. All right, well, let me read through the rest of these, and we'll call it an evening. So, 1 second, chat. Okay. Not too many more. Yeah, there we go. From Nelton. Hey, Jim, look into the Anson hand on Twitter. The devs of hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. Some of the stuff is retarded as hell. I will take a look. Adan, no cock like horsecock song. Son of Tiamat, I'd ask when Sargon is going to implode like Matt and Kraut, but he's already imploded several times, so I guess it doesn't matter. Pinky Culture, Jim, did you move to Texas yet? No, I haven't. Russell T. Shackelford, have you heard Hard Bastard news streams? Magnificent. Have not watched them. Alex Majorson, hey Jim, did you get my message on Facebook? You faggot. No, I don't really use Facebook very much, but I will take a look. Lenpa, upload this to Brightside Bob. I fell half asleep. I fell asleep halfway. Now I'm fucking up words. Trump Nation sent you the link from Congressional Tea. Space Shank laughed when McCain died, but shed a tear for Terry. A lot of people did. Dog Pants, Square Cheese, Dame Pesos in the chat. William Hurt, all we came here to hear are stories. Tyler Nicholson, Jim, you regret GG for all the soy boys it spawned? I did spawn a lot of soy boys. I can't disagree with that. Graz Hero, make an expose on the fake death by Terry Davis. Thin Reaper, commentary community going after ER, explain? I couldn't explain it. Somebody brought it up in a super chat. The Orange Cow, Baked has literally become R the Donald incarnate. Squeaky noise. Huey Long, Baked Alaska, and Logan Paul are friends. Troy Fowler, what the fuck did Baked Alaska get trolled? Sad I missed a stream though. Lord Akira, he's at Disneyland. He's at Cars Land and Disneyland CA Adventure. Is that where he filmed this shit? Matt, Baked makes me want to sterilize the human race. The Joblo show is Baked Alaska, the alt-right Rebecca Black. That is a fair fucking description. Fingered Chickens, what the fuck did I come back to? Why is Baked Alaska spewing trash? When is he not? Euler 108, what the fuck are you talking about, Minotaur? It's beautiful. James Bursai, Jim, did you send your right-wing death squad to vaccinate Baked Alaska? Seems the best explanation for his level of tism. Yeah, the Sweetie Squad got him. Western Redwood, Jim, I know you hate us, but there are easier ways to Jonestown your audience. Please, please, please never make us listen to Backed Cancer again. Uri Wright, Rip Terry Davis, those damn CIA coons got him. Mega Darsh, Baked is wearing Nike in the vid. Lol. Bow Wow, did you hear about the Soul Bro the number 3 calling you a sociopathic manchild who panders to racist shut-ins? No, I have not, but I'll go check that out. dude Dandenstein, thanks. And Caleb Lambright, Jim search banned Folgers commercial by Barely Pole, sorry. Almost done. Rhino4563, the coach admitted he was giving her signals at the end of the match after she made a spectacle of herself. Dude Danderson again. Dances with Metroid, Serena sounds like a woman at Walmart asking for a manager. And Trump Nation, I sent the link from Congressional Tea, has the meltdown distilled into 3 minutes of pure autism. I promise it's better than what you saw. I'll have to check that out after. And then finally, Blow Me One Cannoli, fist a clown for Jesus. All right, thank you everybody for coming out. Hope you enjoyed the Skeptical Shit Show. Again, to sum up, Matt told us the wonderful story of of an entire congregation of a church and a pastor asking him to leave after he was accused of raping or attempting to rape a girl at knife point. Kraut apparently has been used by the Machiavellian mastermind incel David Shitrat in his quest for revenge against Lauren Southern not liking him. Bunty King is the incarnation of a cuck. And yeah, so same old, same old. Enjoy the rest of your Sundays. I hope you had a good weekend. Have a nice one.